ena obani March boso menu edi nefua eduonu na ebraso sa no peye kase ayato di se news flash me bekin kan edison mo de ebedi akotene bi ene se ahye ehye apomde ho nsem so omonam abefo kwan so ebehye ayasame ahodo ya empower na womatimi ede ayafo akoho se de be ya no birth syndrome obeyi afri ho saa so ena bekwai MCE wade atu dwa se common fund ya wono ensa akanti wogidi sempunto nyuma bi esese wono eye ewo mansini no no obetumi aye ama empunto afa ntuma pa efra weinom ene afoforo binum eka ho ena anopai mebekin kan medin ede afia tumwa Kaakyire na say video bi eko viral ewo social media wono esusu se eye kolebu aban aya sabia emergency unit ho ena enipa gugu fom a wono nyampamfa wo ento so ansa na sa video no ebeba kra no na no birth syndrome ho sensem abedi akonwa atena so ama na ye nkomodi afi se na nipa bi enamu ahwere ne nkwa asemi aka ho bi ama hye ye hwapomde ho nsem so opani a woda no kwabna minta akando abo anan akokolebu aban ya sabia na wode nsem bi akoto dwa ya wo kire se de wonom nam abefo kwan so ebehye atena computer achi afei wonom eberewura hospitals ahodo ye wo Ghana fa na nyina ahwem woni a wahode ewo soro ewo empamum na timi aboa amasa obi ayare na putupro so nipa kro ehia ayaresa wonom atimi apɛ baabi a empa ewo na wo de no akose de beya ebesi sa no birth syndrome no anokwan na enkobasa obi ebekwa ya sabia na wo munyampa emfa no ento so na pomdi adwumaifo ahwe no nti ebekwa akofa wo haw ene atorenchem aba na sei na kwabra minta akando bo na mane
constituted a 3-member committee that was headed by Professor Kojo, and at a point in time had to expand or increase the number of days they were sitting. They are almost done, but I asked them to take their time because it is going to affect a lot of changes in the system, and we are using this opportunity to solve the problem once and for all. Maybe I can highlight some of them to you. This particular problem in Herod, there's no proper coordination. You understand? That is what is bringing the spillage. So now we want to create what we call a command center. We are using IT technology, and that will take us some time. It doesn't mean that when I say it today, tomorrow you come and ask me, you said you are creating an IT center. Where is the IT center? So it takes some time. This is what we have come to inherit. This is the situation. We don't have to lament. We have to solve it. Sorry. So that is the first approach. IT, we have commanders at all the teaching. We are piloting with we are going to pilot with the regional and the teaching hospitals. So when even the ambulance people pick you and then they put you in the system, they will direct you where to go. So it's something we are establishing. They are doing the procurement. They are pasting barcodes on all the beds. So even when I stay in my office, I know the number of beds at Kolebu. When there is an emergency and the person is on the bed for more than 24 hours, I know.
Na say omaide obofo binum abo eresma say hwehwemu dia fa apomdeje ho o my Ghana mu won mu wieye na wode won mu hwehwemu na no yie ba ye no to di medical calabuli na no na Ministry of Health kwabna minta akando pani a woda no e dia to just say won mu gusua eye enhwehwemu afa hom eno nti obia ye enhwehwemu no achi no ebeyi no aba se won mu nambo apaye kwan ne calabuli so ebu omanfo efa so apomden aya sabia hodo no obehyedu mafamra kwan so.
We will find a solution to this particular matter, but did not finish their report and wanted to take their time. Very soon we put it out there.
Honorable, on the other side, the medical Kalabuli, the committee finished their report, and then 2 staff of Kolebu has been interdicted. What's the latest on that?
Oh no, the report has been published.
Yes.
You were all there, and so all the recommendations. I think my deputy, I've charged my deputy to look at the implementation of the recommendations, and this one too. When they finish, I'll put somebody in charge to look at the full implementation. Usually we bring reports and recommendations are given and it's not executed. This time I'm no. Any report that is brought, somebody is assigned to it to see the full implementation of the recommendations. So in that medical calendar, the reports were put out there. You ask questions. Those who are supposed to be sanctioned have been sanctioned, and it's going to go beyond just interdiction. It's going to go beyond just interdiction.
Na Dr. Yakubu Seidu Adams, awoye kwantrefo pani a wono na hwe Kolebu abanya sabia ano. Edi betu jasa nya no krese ayarefo eba Kolebu a won mu ja wo mo da fam saa wabra empani ho na wode behwe wonum ni nyina fa saa viral video no anansan ebeda dwa e wo social media ne ho no wose video no kra wo mo nsaka wo mu guso a eye nhwehwemu ede afa ho ehunu ba bia efiri eba ye ene ayasabia kromo ya saa niema no esi ya wo manfo se eye Kolebu no nti se si ede wo mu ntimi mfa won sansi won bo enkasa saa video no efiri wo mo ho.
So I made that at a point some of the patients had to sit on chairs. But at no time was any patient put on a chair. That has to be made very clear. So the images we are seeing,
the videos we saw,
we are still reviewing whether it's AI generated or whatever. But clearly, that is not the way we manage patients. So when we saw it, we came back to the hospital. We looked at the triaging and those on admission, how much as possible. We ensured that 24 hours to 48 hours they are moving. So to take care of that, what we have done is we have created new wards to decongest the accident emergency. 90% or 80 to 90% of the patients come in there.
Na Ora Henry K. Bule, wono ene ye pani a woda accident and emergency department ano ewo Kolebu wono so ekasa se no bed syndrome no betimi afri ho a agisa woni a wodo mo eba medical center ho na say emergency unit ho no within 24 hours wo mo yi wo mo free ho ansana empa no wo mo anya bi ede ahye omanfo na sansensem ya mo ni viral video ya akoso na ebinum susu se eye Kolebu na pani ukra kasa se wo mo hwehwemu se AI ano enukra ewo mu pa ne se Kolebu abaye asabia no adwumayefo binum ababontene ne wo mo ka ene se no kra pa sa video no efiri wo mo atena ye na ayarefo ni bi eba ho eduru ba bi no na empa ho ye den ti na esese efomo ana wode won mo eguo na apomde adwumayefo no ema won ho eye ha na wode emoa bia esefata ema wonom na krata wo mo de ababontene so enra match da na to so aduonu miensa ena emergency medicine residents ya wonom ewo Kolebu abaya sabia no e kire se sade omanfo ahunu no video num no sa pepepe ena ekoso ewa ya sabia otitiru accident and emergency center ho esan sampa no ehwa nada ne da won motai agi nipa bebre wo ho nti no edu ba bi no omunya empa emfo bi entoso a ene na efom a ena wode no ebekọ akoto na won mo de apomden gie ama nipa cross de be ya won fa won mo ensa so enhwere ne nkwa enti se de empanimfo yi epese won mo ya kasa de no eye AI no adwumayefo no se nya nokre we nya AI generated video bi ani ena ensan nya se video no obi nambo apaye kwan so no wa fabricate ahyeda akopɛ baabi sa mo ne da ho ne yentwa na yenkoka se ye Kolebu ne yemfantum futuro enwu mpanimfo ani na de ekoso ano no na se mpanimfo kra ye sa na kye se o manfa buo ne anidie ama yarefo ene adwumayefo a wo mo ewo Kolebu na wo mo se na nsan mpanimfo ede empa beye 200 ebre wonom na enya no nko na ye wo haw ya ebetimi aso eniama ahodo a ekoso no ano na emom wo de mpa ne ba na essential medical equipment ahodo a wo mo hia no ebi ni ho a ede wo haw ebeba enti empanie na akade ne eniama ahodo a ebeboa ama ya asabia ne dwumadi afa ne ntuma pefra ne mpanimfo de ama wo mo anu achi esasa won mutimi tretre won madan nom na wo mo nya space baabi a emu etre pa ya obehye mpa no ama obi a anya baabi ada na afei medical staff no so won mo di bi ebeka ho won mo gidi se basa ebeboa masanipa no ebo pe won mo so kra won som we so ha etimi aboa mapomden je papa abe o manfo nyina aboboa no enti de omonam krata yi so eka akosie nyina ne se video no eye no kra efri Kolebu aban ya sabia titru pa accident any emergency unity ho enti mampanimfo mfa wo ma no enwada ho nkase eye AI wo munyi ntum na wo haw ne sinto ya wo mu dwumadie mu nyina no won siesie Emma Enyema Enkoso Wano. Abai Crachepeni ya washe bekwai mensi kropono eso eye onmonyamfo Isaka Salifu na enra anopa oba fiduemu ha ene Kojo Marfo ebedi mpu etwetwe nkomo bebre ewo Daybreak dwumadie so na wose mensi kropon bia betimi anya sika de abone ho bra na Efri District Assembly Common Fund no so na okasa nyame adom Common Fund no wo monsa aka bi ya say eno no omode be yantoto ahodo nyina aboa ama empuntuo ya esefatam etimi aba ewo bekwai mensi kropon num na wose uwura bekwai a wo monsa aka 9 million Ghana cedis ewo sa Common Fund num eno nti enwuma ahodo binum ya afi 2025 last quarter no won mo ehya ase nyina no obehwe no de sa Common Fund yi awremu na watimi awi
wode ne wura hye mu wonya gidie wo yemu se wode bebre yen na yemu media ya adwuma nti se de wo kan se Common Fund be se wo ha mu nchiche mu ade wotwe kopem ade wotwe no mu no wode bre MMDC sa ye de ya adwuma na be se 2025 de ba no ni wode ba ye ni nyina no first quarter second quarter I think say we are waiting for the last quarter by end of March ni ejidi ye say yensa beka say sika no nti bekwai mansi no Common Fund ya gibe say 9 million as I speak na sika ya babia nso no ya kire ne ayemfa
enti said on monyamfo aka no wo mo hwe ni musemachi enko na wie ye de na after 2025 abosome miense etwato no ho sika so aba na wasan kasafa legacy project enyema hodo ya abadada no so ase na waja ho a wo mo so abai wo mo abeto eho ena wose ni nyina won mo behwe na wawie nti waboa eho ensema no e de regional coordinating council ya mpanimfo edueduemu na enyema nyina de dana kwan mu na wo mo eyi puma kwan mu a won mo ebehwe se legacy project no obehwi
ade anamo betmetu afam ebra ne yehwehwe contractors no ye brepa wo buy a police station ye wo a lot of legacy projects for ho ya na nkomusi police headquarters say be quite a region Asante South until we have the regional command, divisional and then district command and other heads within the security projects are never no accommodation baby a wo betena e bia brosan ene ade ye buy ye bread pans na ye mesia contractor no so ko aba besile ye hu no afi uko de nyaseman SHS na abadada no started dining hall ya wo sie me no ka say ye buy and the legacy projects ye tumi ya ye penti ho sisi am no ka say minim se busumi ede ye nim no e bia ye bekwa ko bia no nti legacy projects no ye wo astrotef ba ko wo bekwa methodist ba ko wo ofanso kokobi contractors ni nyina aba ya ye di mu dwuma kwan be fa so a e bitumi atoa those projects no so ena wo hwe police headquarters no projects no sika no so kakra eno nti ye ne mayehu peoples de afọwọde aba RCC ya medi bi akọ local government say omonhwe na kwan be fa so a e bitumi abo na ya complete those projects because those projects no it's about 34 million. Uwe police headquarters is about 34 million yen contractor no ishia ye no but uhwe mu a sika ye tuama contractor no nye ho adwuma na waye no nti ye de ho nsunsanso no nyina aba RCC a de wo se de kwa aba mu no ye de akọ straight away mema contractor no had an assessment by and me work department within the municipality and so more assessment we have put those two assessments together and I de aba regional minister hono and also ye de ko local government and so ye de akọ nti all the legacy projects there your share is kasema ye betumi attackle no eno ne the nyasama SHS dining hall and one other 3-unit classroom block that was even at the scratch cra yasamri and also yedi hujuma.
And these are projects I'm hoping some betumi awie before the end of the year now.
I am hoping say by June me legacy project no we dining hall ye penti. So you can imagine, say, a dining hall with storeroom and then the office of the matron.
Okay.
And then 3 unit classroom block no ye boso. In the next 2.
Honorable Isaka Salifu, a municipal chief executive officer, Bekwai. And what say or church and Yamahudo ya isi one money soon way and a yejina sony a decasiano baby ye. Here do gas oven and stoves adaro manano pemi beso mum. And you ton for moye pastries, any idea na say sukumu na mono one ya nesa wa wonwa bi na oton de mo man for restaurant no. Ebia na wo pep. Gas oven any stove e de do djuma de beboa e wa hoden na ti apa a wo twa ubenya value for money a eye do gas oven and stoves ubetimi de wani akire soame police station achi anasa aboa so e ho nyina won monkra bata ne bi e wo ho ba bi e ben wo e na obekọ na ne mpanimfo akoto kesefa numbers no ego screen ni so no na ene wo mo entwetwe nkomo gas oven and stoves papa yet apode a do gas oven and stoves and a mekam for achro meji ede afia twumwa ketwe enche daybreak ebetos
After that long break, we are back to work and doing what we have to do. Mame Enkai will say it's the 24th of March 2026. We are gradually ending the first quarter of the year. And bibibia unyanye you know esese wo ye na uye ni ye na enidaso no eba ninti ene yete baabi nti anopay baabi bia wo hwe en wo fache television so Daybreak Jumedie na yede ebro the Maestro ewa ha sana Afia chumwa echire medini Kojo Marfo kasamafo enne ekosi dapem kopem se nundu ebeboye wa ha yede African proverb no ebro agudi mu nsem se de community no ye no ebeche no pepepe wa ha na afi de ubonka ta se de yensa aka no ye bechirichire mu ama na woni mampanin so edi nkomo ye wi a oman ni mu nsem se ne ekọ no ye beje bre na ye di ho nkomo won a wode wandwaton de aba anope ye bo ho dawu ama wi asi nyina so ate wonka na woni won we san a woni won esan ye kai se efisa break up mi se no do ebebo Pache television. So we are active on our social media platforms. You can read the stories on facheonline.com and also go to Facebook Fache Television, YouTube Fache Television, TikTok Fache Television, and also on the X platform on Instagram. We are active. Just join us. Let's have a good conversation. Tuesday morning, it's a working day for a lot of you. Just make sure that there is money to complete the month. The African proverb this morning. The African proverb this morning says, a wise man who knows proverbs reconciles difficulty. A wise man who knows proverbs reconciles difficulty. That's the African proverb for the day. Afia.
Yo, ebusuafo anopai. Yesi obarima nyansafo a onim abebuo anase mebusem no. Otimi siesie ensem a eden. Ewo akanfo amamre mu no. Abebuo anase mebusem sede kyerɛkonkon no eka no no. Enye mpani kasa bia kwa. Nemom eya kade a empanimfo fa so etufo won mode tenetene na wasan de dwodwo onipa akoma abra abufuo aba na wonkotia obia enanso enunti se opani bi ewofie na ebia ohunu se enuanom mienu entem akasa aba ho baako afom baako ne ya fom no se chinchinia onfani nuane bone enche no opani ni timi frɛ won mo ba nu tenase abebuo bi te se bia eben na etwie otimi ede etu omofo na wode siesie won mo ntem eye no kra so nipa eben wa na obeya obone se wudru kwaye mu a na se dua esi baabi a Maestro ti na bi si baabi a Kojo tie ya eden se dua ni mienu betimi aka bo ho na ebi a emframa fa wei ede akobo wei diem na mom se dua ne ben ho pe esi ben a ye dan a emframa befa ama baako haban akoka baako enti na kyerɛ sɛ saa pepepe na mpanimfo kasa dua eben na etwi a etie nipa no sɛ woni ni nia yonkofa bia wonye obusuani wonye onua bi woni ni nia gora wontumi enfom wo disɛ de wo ben wo enti saa bebuo no opani kro no betimi afa so e de asiesie anuanom ne ntam na afei asubie aba saa pepepe ena mofra wo fie na woda su ne ban bone adie pani ni timi fra won mo tena sese mi ye pani wo fie ha o na empani se opani a wotena fie ma mofra we nanka no ye bu nankarefo a oka ho entimente na ha enhwɛ mo ma mo nasu ne ban bone bia di Emma ne mesa ebusua ne nyina fi se wotenetene nsa no a ebi ebesome so ne abisa se ekoso no ani ban na na ewofie enti saa na wonam abebuo no so na watu emofra ne fo achi wo mo asi kwan panum ama won masesa afi won su ene oban ya wonamu no eho enti in other words yese opania ana onipa wonim abebusem na owanimdie no otumi fa saa abebuo ne kwan no so a na watufo na akasa bi a abafie no watenetene ama niema atodi na asomdwe ayimti enti wo ye pani na woda enipakuo bia no a at least wo beba ku bia wo de bewen wo ho wo de betwitwa wo ho na ebra eti saa mu no wonam so edi ebetu nipa etwa ho ahia no fo no de esesa wo pe ba ku bi na etumi aboa ofri se ebe no ayete se kokromoti so a wo san ne ho bofo a enye yie ewo akamfo empani sembu enti sa wo ye pani no nko ade e ba ku bi na fatu kotodem pa bo ohu ban pa wen ohu na dachi bi situation bi ebetimi achew ba bia afei wo do katere ma bebro wonu mu saa wo twe a ema ye ma no enura ansa ma ne nya ansa wa ka se mehuru yanka emisua akamfo abebu ede eso saa wo hawi ano ya no pay we kra de enhyeda nya futu eye nkyerɛkyerɛ ene nam saa abebu iso ede ba ye se opani a onima bebusem no efa so esiesie ensem a eden akasa emu odin e wo fie maso fie ba enti pebeba na fa wen ho no pay ye da ase
yenso ye da ase bra bacho obeben na ode wen ho o jo say asusie de ye o se we wo te ya wa kan kiro
oh ofa you say once na if you can oposan nsem
no
Mr. Onfanu corner the assembly bremo.
My bread
Onfanu corner the assembly bremo.
I was obusa myself once na if you crop no oposan nsem so what I say
Once na if you crop oposan nsem the no a
na the open
baby eno ano biemu e se de be ya the assembly na ba wo de be e be ye ho adwuma
oh say e bia wakoba bi na I was say uyi bibi to na bibi a wakọ no hu say iskafo wo ho no ana say titirifo wo ho ade ase na wo say uyi bibi to na o kire o me masem kakra say uni bibi cramp na at least one or two things bia be ya to man ko hu say yes of akodwo aba ase no de obeye ajudi na akọ obebi say once na if you cramp no opsa ne nsem kakra
ka chi say asa say na ye o say wo ntimi wabone humode
oh
oh
yes
osan wo ba kwa na kanu nso na chiri mu ne yenhwe
ofa say the ope kotoko akoro yen na bro the ope ade akotoko no the ope ade akotoko ni na bro
edo so be chiri mu say
ofa intremu de so was ye ebe no yo baby echirim nya me ka echirim
wow ka echirim wo abuja for ti alopay ye de bro de bia wo de an se wo de be bo ho bra na enema na akose de sese ko mesramo momma me videos no and at top of the morning enkoba mpese me din krom ha no me gidi se ba bia wo bia ebi efa ho ba bia wo te wo man tamu no ekoso ba bia wo te e wo suku nchen ho no ekoso ba bia wo te wo wasore dan ho no ekoso na me ya se kurei obia ye no ho se oman mu bibia amfa no but me bisa o ekoba na sen ena mantamu ayetete akwan a ewo mantamu ho nipa bia kan kire omo ho se so omo pese omo si dan se omo pese omo ye bibia omo de abo ene anwea no a omo de si dan kro no omo de beba begu ye nyina ya saase a ye nante so no na almost yen ye ho kwan from doing what is right and opemfoni a o hwe no television ne so no eye ufi Sambra Hotel na usane akoriwisa nti mame enkyerɛ wo mfi ahenkra na mekyerɛ wo a ɛbɛboa wo yemfiri poku trading mame mfa wo mfi poku trading emra me do fi poku trading na eba obeba be do traffic light no a edi kan no otra traffic light na Melcom ewo wonsa nifa so otra Melcom sane fom a na ofa wonsa nifa so a baby ana first na sale wa Tony's Pride any shops no ewo ho no ofa wonsa nifa so a Sambra ewo benkum so Sambra wo benkum so na wanantia sane fom first na wo ye GR farmer ene obekọ wanimu akofa the old stores ana ewo ho no nti se wahu baby amekire wi a Sambra Hotel anim na asphalt kwan no ayaye a esese car efa so no nipa no a minim so ono nko a no oye Ghana ni sronko chen obia asphalt kwan no a esese car efa so no na waka kire ne ho se ono oye ajapade na ne japade no oye no esombo chen oman ba bia nti ode anwea no ene abo no abegu kwanim na wagya ho na obekọ no na mesinfo otwa anwea ewo kwanim obekọ no na mesinfo no etwa abo ewo kwanim ubisa ho se enye nra ene ede anwea ne abo no ebegu kwanim ubisa won a wadum ho a ombeka kire se ade we koso ansan yekodi Muslim holidays no nti se koso ansan yebedi Muslim holidays na hwan na ma ho kwan e ma ye de abo ne anwea no ebegu adum ho na ye de begu ho no unit committee fo a wo adum omhuye assembly member owo adum no onhuye na won a wo shops ne ade wo ho no won nso de ne won aka e de afa ho to de yentie won a ye ne won di nkomo no nsam na won kan ye no na me nto asoma
Wajuma, enye sa mutimi fa me gukwa mu e ma ne distract nipa bebre at least I commit man up e bia concrete mission ni shooter e ba na ka Sunday no nam de ayo madwuma ba e sia no kwan dum no de nyoma ni na ba be gugu nti ama e sia customers ni ba wonya be bi yen so ye ba ye pe be bi kra ye nya ntama na ho chere tie srawa ye sempen fo so mo mura no mbeboa e no mbeka bi ma ye sa de re ni e be wa ase Basana mapana kitwebi nipa bapana jiso difenba bitu ka prafenba
yetene se anyano mdabegu kwa enye ne kwan ahapra ne kwa ni mekani ha ne pake ka ye ba omde anwa begu ono omasi lata insuo nyina na ntonton e ba educate before ba instead so me blame omo no ya ye wa say no e no me blame be my so anya na egwa ye ni mo si eti enya obi oba be kebia mai because e kwan aban aye de uni right say wo de wanwa begum esi kwan no tenu de enim kwa do maye no but empenifo ne ba obi aba no de nya begum no atwam obi aba no de e kwan tutu say aya na ye be ka say aban anya kwan ni eti yesre mo na mo kebia wo mo control mo no mo nya wo adwuma ene ne otia that's
na watching na ni papa no de sa yi be go odi wona esi kwan ti ka spray nya kwan twa mo de kwan so ni se ya me adre sa se me da be adwuma.
You see ye kura ye nyina ye ma ho kwan ma ne ma bone nkwan na esi and we ye dum anya ho nkwan obetimi adu ba bi te se patase obedu patase no na obi a oso wanya ne sika na onya sika omu obi a okura nim no na ode anwea ne abo abegu kwan nim ubedu santase na obi yesa ubedu TUC junction baby a washing bay you no na obi e de abo ne anwea na nwanwa so omfa blocks on ka ho fi se ubedu baabi no na obi atwa blocks agu kwan nim nti ubisa ho se assembly members no a wo mo wo mantam ho no e de adwuma e no wo mo ye assembly members na omo wo ho no representation no eye den na eden akukuduro na nkofo nya editipa truck abo ebehwie gu ho omo wia omo siga test ni nyina omo ye adwuma ni wia omo agawura e wo ho afi nsuo to a yeso ene nsuo fire ye hwehwe KMA chief executive amna beye ye hwehwe aban amna beye a we nya aban adwuma we enya aban adwuma nti se kurofom na ote a se Ashtown na ote se Bantama na ote se stadium amakom anwa fanti Newtown na ate a enema meken ekoso wo ho mo a mote mantamu ho no mo wa asede na da meka me se ye kura mo ama democracy no amene meyin amasebe ya ye nkwase afo na we KMA chief executive baby a omuhia abo ne anwea e wo mantamu bi ye di si dan no na mama yakosa ni nyina na ye de kɔ hɔ baby a omuhia anwea no mokosa na mo de kɔ mo wi a na nipa kro no yasan boneka afidie no a ye de ye saa ni nyina no ni ama nipa na tua edi ekuro na ye kyekere ne saa no ye wi a ye sei ene ye obakuma ase a ye say ekura ase ene kuma ase de say ye nya development bia wa ha na hwan na bakuro no obehu say obi timi de anwea ne abogu kwan a ye nyina ye fa so a ye nya ne hwe a obepe so odi ne sika beba asante me ka we no matwe obi adwen asi so say saa ne ye we ebo man saa ne ye ebo man saa sambra kwan na ye ka ho asem no beduru ho no na nkofo ahyehye niema benkum ni nifa obo hu musuo na ho kan niema na egu fam se de obesi atwa on na ye wi a yasan agya anwea ene abo mesra mo benya assemblyman na mo mfa ne mame ka kire enim se ba bia wote wo hu niema se ya
me ho de mi uniema bia eti sei na
utiri ese mo de mo asimu adan awi
kuma se nkomo ne de ya asemo ya asempa se de kwan kese eti sei na nipa da se ne etimi anya vim na waye ade eti sei no na we no mi bisa se sa kuma se adum akwantempon no mu no saa no se enkrofo so adan no omafie na wo ho
yes
enti se obi pese oye ebia renovation bia ede nhyehyɛ na KMA empanimfo aye se ba bia fane se ye we ye ya ye hwɛ video no ontumi mfa akade no ode bɛyɛ sa renovation ni megu akwan no se de waye no ya na mom ebia ba bi wo ho ya wo mo de bɛkɔ na sa wo mo don wi a wo mo ate afi ho de aba because sedan no esi ba bia anwea ne aboyiwo na sa wo ye renovation na minim enhyehyɛ wo ho se ye se omomfa abo no enwu he na de nipa no aye no eye legal ana se eye illegal
eti amra
ana esanse building no wo ho na nti no esese
na se etese ye kurom ha obi pese oye aye wo ni fie animu opese oye aye wo ni fie animu nti ekwan no a enam ni fie animu no obekọ no na wasi no
ese no kra ye je permit
na no sa permit no kra mo de man se bi nyansa bi ye anim
se wo si kwan ebro
wo si kwan no sen
untimi nsi kwan sa
opese wo si da obekọ akobisa dan ne ho asem na onko KMA ema yem man tumi krata akra se omugu dan no na onsi specifications e wo ho se opese wo ye de a ese se wo ye ne bra adwadie eni ho nti se opese wo si na wo ye de a ene anadwo ankrofo nyina da e ho da ho no na wakoye but wontimi nya no bra say den na ade abo ne anwe agu asphalt
ekwan finfin ya blocking crop shops any ade enti before say yebekọ Eid holidays eni den so ampanimfo ahunu jempanimfo hu ye no eden na wo moye afa hu
ehwa ne ya se bisa
eden na wo moye afa hu show sene traders ye ni abre obi esi wo mo kwan saa na wo mo so yi wo mo niema efi wo mo store mu na wo mo de aba begu ekwan ni mfimfin na se de bra Kojo kan ye mu so mo na wonam na wo ho kan niema no na enwin mu ehọ na abe wo se noko ye je enti de akwaso wo kumasen de no kwasam pa se time sempanimfo nsore na wo mo anyi sikadie basa no amfiri wo mo akwan mu na wamfa mra anya adwuma anhye se obia bedi ni leimu na wadi laws bylaws ya yede ebo kropon bia ho bra no so pepepa se ya ene ebeye se ya
odwen ho a onte ase ena me nanane asomasi ena me wofa ne obenten ena wunim me ena politician we ya madamfo eka sen
we ka nya nwanwa se nipa kro no onya akokoduro vimpa de we kogu ho no sese wafa baabi ama bibia ye bibi kuma se ne Ghana de enya nwanwa kra sese brown envelope bi akosu baabi nti na obi yi nani aye di na nya sa enka we ye no henfa
kromfinfin adum na uni odi abo no agu ho asan je ho nti onye na dwen se
onye na dwen so safe
how
onye na dwen
how
today time na ayi mesin fogu here don mo
me say ubedu mantamu bi no ye twa blocks na egu ekwan nim ye twa blocks na egu kwan nim ti mesin fo no ye adwuma wo kwan no eni se de anwane abubu e kan say
oh Ghana
iwie ne ka say aye kurase a obi so onte ase
osa he kwan na ekwan ketwa we ade ni abo ne enete abegu so yi yemfa ne se asem kese bi si wo se eja to dan bi mu wo na se wo se fire service for the omo car e fa ho no ma be
no na fire service for na ehuna mane ene ye frɛ wo no omo fa meduru ho na no medu ye nsuo
ni di o matter because ekwan we cramp no cars nketo akra e fa so kwa ekwan we menye sure se car kese bi ti ma fa ho menye sure ekwan we
how should this happen
menye sure say
enye can be mama nkan
fire service for crab betimi afa ono
say enye can be mama nkan bia ekwan ketoa no nkofo park o mo cars ekwan ketoa no kwabrane so na enye ska okrom ha nti obesi dan foforo
ade no kra wo sha unse ebi wa animu
ebi wa edumo de offer minim say afi no wo hu de edumo de say na ekoso
but me masem ne say won a wote mantamu won a ye won shops omo enha wo mo ena omo ntimi nya ho hwe
omo ntimi nka because
enema we na ya mehwehwe se kroma ebe ye oye kire wo
yes
enema we ena ese kroma ye oye kire
omo nim but omo ntimi nka
because ohawa ede bre omo e wo mantamu ho we hu na eso omo ye oye kire egboko jan
yes se nema bi say na omo mpe because nipa odi abegu ono se bi sikani bi anso ofa sikani bi e powerful
there be esikafo nketo e wo krom ha nipa adwen dodo da be no omunye esika
yes ofa because
da be no omunye esika wo krom
de ekoso wa adumi enye adum nkwa na ekoso yi mantamu de etiefo no emmo he no mo mfre ye mantamu mi se bebi amete obi ahye da kwa abo ne nete abegu pam pan ya nyina de ka afa so ye ko ba
na mo amwo mantamu ho no
so
na mo aboa mo ho ano na mo petrack na be fa abo no ne anwea no
na
mo de akoye adwuma
fufa e be bua the last time omuko complain e uko complain I want so on the be ya kasa o twi because so ya American bargain so rather man akotwe when you reporting we have people that will come and support that man enti sankrofo no mo ye mantemu no omakoyo omayom ho se ye nko omasem omaye sikafo and omusika no omo no they can do anything society
and nti na communal work eye no mo assembly man amane na odi ni unit committee for no entu ho na mo antu ho na mo
assembly man
sabre no na ye de kojan ebam
of assemblyman watching she mutumu.
And cinema come when you see, and Yama Chrono, as I say, Yenina, Unkra, Ubia, na family.
Assembly match at national offer.
As I say, Ubia, na family.
Your situations be what home. Residents need to me could do MC call on assembly office. Assembly office, maybe MC, DC, obey and say, oh, take the rightful course of our obey take the rightful course, or call every baby abba.
And untin a mayen, ye. Say a bro swa. Now, if you want your brains and truffle, say, Yako police station, yes, you are honor. Yakobo openia so mesi amane onye hwe na yen so ye de akire bi
yes
se ye ti krom ha be na awotwe mienu ni ye ka ho asem se police for akwachi obi achi nubone be na awotwe mienu ekọ na awotwe miensan ye nte se ya bọ ho wa se ya chi nubone bi ewo krom ha akodu regional police headquarters omudim na no yes no answer draw for koye omuni ye di nkomo me pese Ghana police service for tia say san nkomo no ye nyam
enumone na omoje ye no
entete ya te wa akire no eye bebre but ye pese e kan kire Ghana police service say enema no omkoche ye no say ye wiu say ye cocaine ye di akire
e di eni hwe
ye hwe wo but anopay mon kan kire aduma assembly man ne say na adwuma no ebi ene ye ka ho asem
on claim free ho
onhwe na mum bi ese so omutu na omosesa anwea ne abo ni free ho no omunyim free ho maye abusuafo ye dan ye ho aba na agudie mu nsem de aka no edni nyina abro ugusu a wo hwe Daybreak Facha television so ye ba sesia
mi adumo na mo so
Yehowa ne yenhwefo bibia nya nhia ye
firi nhia
mo so na ache mate se ayie bi abafie se bibia adeda yie de
nyame adum mabeba me maame ene dafo oledi enya 102 years na nyame pa ne na wotweda no eye bosom a ye bewura mi de to so nku no 9th April
okay
ne be no amanten
okay se and the asebia ni wona na wu party wow
celebration of life
yeah ba so be hwe kwa
o se me moka
wona na wu na wu ase wona aye yi
okay ne nana no me na me panyini
na nya wona aye yi
o ka se me nhye na munyam
and munyam hye ne de se de wo do nsem na o de be ma
na de o kan ka santama nim sa ne tie nso on se obia na babi ofiri
anti babi awu ofiri ne de ona na wu ana aye yi
enyam na me ya abusua ho abusua panyini ho
tinam se wo de
me ta chire
wo
matiase
kwasesa nkonwa meguo kofa de obo adwom no fa ne bra ensuo ne ade ne hwe ne yemfa mu
ambulance na ba mo kohwe na mo nyime ntuo
no
matiase
ekani hu
yes
na yo papa na wo maame de a na ye ka kire mu se monko peace camera me yemfa nye
se ma wi anka anopia
manu betuma yi mika amante mare hene ehwe dwuma di ma mencha no won ma busu apanyi no mo na ye ni so
anu yi ka na oboto so
na enura na me kenkan say Tottenham Hotspur omo coach no they say we nya yi
ane fada na no wotena ma Nottingham Forest e be ball 3 o wie game na na de tuna nse ne papa afi
ju akra say okọ
na ono kwese wakwa tiase awuo
na omo won so prefon
say odwambe unu mu ye mfre ne dwamfre ntu e na boni kana ponche kankum is not panas aponche kankum is not panas aponche kankum no nya aponche funu ntu wie say on say ba say ono e kwa some compensation bu ha obenya nti e ba sa na wo say omo kole wo de yempese begu anu ase kase mutually ya party ways e ba sa kakra obenya no na yede agya wo
o ba sante de a e be kase ye ne na ani ne yie no obi a ne papa wu de wo ye na yi na difre adwuma mu nti minim kwan a anwano ne ho no o mbe fa so adi nkomo but they are come any local stories no enura matches ni because
say national assignment international duties no so ko various national teams players no bana say Ghana ye icon the fate of the Black Stars semenyo enura wa touch down
okay
obana rival na players no so congratulating for winning the Carabao Cup also ko situ aginu
na they my
they didn't count.
Oh, okay.
Jordan.
Na Jordan, sorry.
Maba. Send Tiffany wa peja for her. Unti dede ni wa Jordan ho.
I did over there. Dede beba ti mun siesie mo ho ntwen. Why?
Ye siesie.
Mun siesie mo. Na mo ntwen. Aropa investors now ready. Fire call.
Me da say so na you be breaking it down. Na you touching it down. Na you knocking it down. Na nya dajajaja mu yompo amno nsemo. Ye de fisam chance here. The legend, the voice of the voiceless. Kojo Marfo the Trinity team. And no a big brother Maestro Kofino no. And a Kaakyire omo the Daybreak to my no. And I shall say yes so Daniel Jenny and Ankatie ye de mo twum na de no ye twam. Na aye kama smart jasa. And then me producer abofo Ronaldo and Benas no yes ye be simple sitam na ye damam yen chance ye e wa fisemo emfi Ghana the Black Maidens ye got the Black Maidens ye Ghana mayo munimo 17 years under 17 emano omo World Cup qualifier a name na Ghana man ball against Togo na me pacho dedikai Petrodra on the pacho Sunday next 13th of April and Petrodra na me piaso aye kama no and daswa ye giant Ghana Black Maidens ye beko away e wo lomi e wo Togo na second leg ya trafie na ya bo na bibia so atimi ayekama eno ede ba ye di emamo na mamimra mo the Black Stars aswe World Cup Ghana ya qualify ya wo friendly games mienu bo eno ya hunsiesi ayonkofa Ghana ye bebo ye bo baako against Austria ye national team no ebesi akan with omo na ya bo against Germany na maminya juma we ma esa Black Stars team no Omashase arrival goalkeeper Lawrence Ati Ziggy ono so aba na wotwe Ati Ziggy na rival eso ewo me pacho the Black Stars camp no na place no mo asambu say ya eya na encouraging eya na omo ejoki omo diagro omo manoma eyefe na bia so ye kama enti Black Stars goalkeeper Lawrence Ati Ziggy and I know what Kasai, Bibia so ayekama, and no, you de yente, common kakra.
Salut,
my size. Oh, that's good. My size. Hey,
Right, no, Ati Ziggy, rival, the Black Stars camp, Vienna, Nesorum Austria, a whole energy in Epetuka, and a whole and a surprise now, prepare me Piasoy Kama, na Semenyo, as so a buyer, you're a Semenyo arrival, which the darling boy, Manchester City player, on so arrive here, interested in a background talks, you know. So esi etiabra obano esu eni ora mo team hotel enkomo ene walk cam no ye hwese de koye
It's getting better.
Aminu Shadow, the team manager, and an or guiding Edina Romano, Semenyo says a signature near Juma, will copy mu Austrano, a one hotel, also die hard fan, Edima Semenyo a buyer, what the former club, Jesse, and no I Bournemouth, Jesse number 24, and an ocean hall, or the bar Emma sign a gumana, or the current air club. Manchester City Jesse as any brand of 42 I a trouble to nurse I 24 Bournemouth ube PM our Man City was I 42 and so far what was signed a final picture I'm a bear camera semenyo any players no Asia na young meeting with the players no tamo dria sete normal eso ekoye na emu ofepa
Jordan is not down.
Welcome. Congratulations.
And no, Semenyo Ghana Black Stars a player. Ninansa or touch it down. Amu kama or Ramu a team hotel. Na a bison or dinner. No, so Ramu Hona or Kocha or more. No, Biaso a kama. And the Semenyo ne team coming on Ramu training on. A players a congratulating for winning the Carabao Cup. Nano Sunday, Arsenal Man City, and a PM our fana, Emma Man City Chelsea, a bon po crowd, a camion sentiment, na Semenyo a point to my pa, na Enra Omuramu now say place no a bonabaso.
Are we beating?
No.
You guys.
And no ATC na Black Stars and after omo a boss Semenyo pass so many trinkwa e congratulating omo the training so so omo e prepare ama bibia so etimi e kama mame emfama Benjamin Asare, Black Stars a goalkeeper, and I will say or kind of 3 goalkeepers omu edi training yadi atiziki ebrewo esewa baso for 21 players and Vienna football campus and omu timi training Emma Biaso a kama omu prepare friend gamer Austria, a pedicle pono, a babaso, and one section. ɛna mpaatwa mo yɛ ne sɛ 1 hour ɛna ɔmo expand yɛ wɔ saa section a etimi eto dwa no so ɔmo yɛ recovery ne nyinaa no sɛ ebi ɛbɔbɔ on Sunday na ebi so hɔ a ɔmo participate wɔ tactical ɛna shooting drills ntomo bɔbɔ on Sunday na ɔsɔm yɛ recovery ɛna ebi so tactical section na ebi so shooting drills ne nyinaa no yɛ ade ano a eto dwa we players ano ɔmo yɛ training ɛno ɛyɛ goalkeeper Lawrence Atizigi, Benjamin Asare, Joseph Anai, Patrick Pfeiffer, Derek Lacazette, Derek Kron, Jerome Opoku, Caleb Yerenchi, Kojo Opon, Peprano no, let's Jonas Ajete, Marvin Senaya, and Eki Domensa, Omu joining Esono, Epe Ibrahim Sulemana, Kwesi Sibo, Jordan Ayu, Prince Kwabinadu, Christopher Bonsuba, Abdul Fattah Wishaku, Antoine Semenyo, Kamal Din Sulemana, Daniel Ajay, and no Edetao, the maintenance deputy captain, Thomas Partey, so ebe joining a squad when you joining, Impa, no man in a kama, and you say the current squad, and what the Black Stars Company Aqua 22, Partey 20, Ama Omo Ababe 22, Alexander Juku, and a Kojo Opon Pepra. Yeah, the said ne and on pet joining the Black Stars camp. I'm a Piasso Ayakama. General Ewo Chairman Solo Kotoko Global Supporters Omo Chairman Enkane National Circus Council Omo Chairman no or run it in some Piatuka Yenta Chopa or Dama supporters.
Ayakase Chita for the Apomacho say o se duru bia ba mbu kakra ba ye ntia hye ye dia ne kotoko ko bia ka ho bi me ka kotoko nti o mu hu ya mobo na o mo hwe mo akene mai chere be ya e beti mi a hye place ni nkran season we yam say mo ayedin ya so ba bia dan pu nyame adom nti kakra e bom pa se bia be ayakase
no and some opinion and the two just almost supporters in Kotodogu form and Saturday and say moment 30 metro stadium na no ma enye kama na eno edete yanko amanone na yemfa amanone nsem kakra aboabo ano na no pai eso entoa so emama yensha se emfri Portugal omo national team asoye na enro edomu Jesse ewonsem ebreo na team na rival say in the city omasha some prepare for the friendly games name na try a player or Reverend Roberto Martinez etonsa from Portugal national team camper and also place rival etimia kama na place omo kwa camper na rexide Allah masa aya na den ede aden efe omo drepo papa omo aya dressing na Brian Kema eno ayo Roma Portugal ayo omo place rival and ya tema omo ye training kakra enra omo arrive here no place omo camp no so mo shake up kakra omo training no omo hwe esebi baba kama eno dia ba omo touch and go na omo shooting ama draws na adwuma eno Portugal omo national team Mame Van Dijk ni image no Van Dijk so if Liverpool ekoramo ewo me patro Netherlands omo camp ama bia ye kama na utwa Van Dijk ono so koseya eno diramo Mame Dominic Szoboszlai ni images no ono so if Liverpool camp ekoramo Hungary na bane kwanma sawhwe kan no odikoye no Dominic Szoboszlai masa kwane drepe wasa edani kenom ekopiamo campus skipper okohe na bia kama na enwa the 3 Lions England omu Jesse no omu sitimi omveli enwa the Jesses dodona at the boy kwan England omu World Cup Jesses home and away omu faso pa ontuma.
This is the best England kit that I've probably had on. Different level, honestly. No, that's what I check it. You need a kit, brother? Nostalgic. Alright, I feel like deer at the season.
are dancing right in the middle of them, standing there, looking pretty.
Life after football, river.
And no other 3 Lions of England, Jessia, Ebe Yusu for the World Cup. Eja bab on tabe pound to ma and no and our try friendly games outdoor ebe yusu e pass out your fan na wa pebiato na bia so ye kama we quality papa no mami Germany the diamond shop team so ram or come on some purple against the Black Stars so arrival na kama we ora ye friend Julian Nagelsmann no any Germany national team boss na squad from Leroy Sané and no boys in casa de buy amasa dene de adene fe ura squad na bano na se bia kama no amedema wo ese ultra Felix Mecha we bra we free my friend Chris Ferrich adina Barbary place no am a bia so ye kama we Germany national team mame Brazil Dadon Carlo Ancelotti na Ancelotti din komopi dedikai about Brazilian football Ancelotti somebody up to SS Brazil nanu ada Keniva Brazil for ye ultra no credit nyamianim ye ade omode share Keniva no also ultra joy energy talent and organizational Tojo Keniva ne Tojo Brazil na obesre omumfasa enramo national team no ensure joy our Brazil national team no ensure energy ensure talent ma organization enye kama eso ema Brazil national team abra eramo the World Cup and we Ancelotti ne sama odituga na oni Gavao Bruno and a team come a bread team our Orlando our America prepare for friendly games no Ancelotti the busan say you busano ss so wakwenya ss on for foreign player on for foreigner bimla tanka foreign player bay and ankwatene papa Ancelotti da bi na o Brazil team o foreign player bay and a dinapa Jobeka and send Ukraine nyamianim plus Brazil the disposal ye enough at man ye capable ye ready to compete play a penny team benwa manonia what did about Brazil or best starter or Benya Biabo Chaso Casemiro any other players no and somebody to them now mami Casemiro the image in a timer also a realm I come now try Casemiro a realm team camp Orlando United States of America and also from Manchester and also Kodru and Dema now ultra head to head Brazil and France the part for the last 10 games Brazil and France Deso Roma Brazil are winning 3 and France are winning 4 3 I draw and no statistics the last 10 games Brazil so any air France now ultra 6 Arsenal players and I'm part of international break uncle enya collapse have a draw because of a workload Nina Gebra Magaze our Brazil William Saliba our France Berechi Eze our England Leandro Trossard our Belgium Okonoa your Martin Odegaard and a Julian Timber so our Netherlands omuna prentu omantuanko no edge eba na mami Spain me pacho Kukuri and some of the Spain players no so arrival come ultra Chelsea player Kukuria and Jeremy Pino we unite Simon goalkeeper no American Laporte Rodri ultra Mosquera and Jury omunyina etimi bae na Lamine Yamal so arrive and the the star boy Yamal no and ultra Barcelona players na almost arrive na bro Pedri so ewram ne dash no JM no na ultra no Barca players no Dani Olmo onunie eba so Pedro Camp Abraham Bia so Pau Kubasi Femi Lopez na Spain just Femi Lopez koye na Pedro na so gyina Jesse no ho na se odi posi kakra na obia Spain Jesse woke up omuso epehye na bia so atimi ayekama eno ede eba ye jama breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down ede amamo mami enya adwuma o Diego Simeone o Atletico Madrid coach ye friend Diego Simeone opanyini no wa arrive Argentina also Argentina ni na international break o take advantage at the Rome Argentina no de akotwa busuanfo kakra na awese de no meko manum ti opanyina ye friend Diego Simeone Atletico Madrid boss o Rome Argentina and ya tema no na twa Inter Miami omu stadium no omu so prepare omu gusu report amete very soon omu ebewie na say omu bom home games eso ho America ba MLS man bia eso ay kama we Inter Miami omu home stadium no mame Diego Maradona ne banu coach no na Maradona bano akasa was it if my father was God, Scott McTominay is Jesus. And so called the city of Naples, but Napoli, Napoli for NC Maradona delayed, or Musini from Kra, and on the Bani Jabba Tuga, SSN and Papa, Uramo Napoli, almost so your God, I'm on the stadium Antuna, and na Scott McTominay, as so Jesus, so Pekwa Radiswa. And I'll pekwa radiwa just unam Jesus so and walk God or and say Scott McTominay abe messenger to God wabe way I'll prefer so petu nyame ho and we Maradona bano nin sema or dabe tuga na me pacho jogging club ababonti din seba betuga nin nan se club pakasa was say or no amam for keka ese Real Madrid adwuma no na on Virginia and Osidabi Derby and Madrid among friend was a call back grandma and Florentino Perez and in come out no te Kojo Marfo no one retire from coaching was in the age of crown was age I was so true now what the retirement when you say age and wine and a casual jogging club will retire from coaching. Was it Peter? Was it I'm not yet fully at the end of my career? And in the career, no, when you I haven't even reached the age of retirement yet. Who knows what will happen in the coming years? And no, and summer will dare to go. Yeah, mamma, as I would do so, not me pacho ukorama. Lamini Jama, my images, no, none cameras are capture Lami Yama. Yes, now came against Rayo Vallecano. Abra, it's the second minute. Tomu into the film. Or can I buy a gap? Yes, ultra. Ya just cameras a capture. Abra, na the gases are all your chance fled. Not a different, not a very annoying. Nina say yes, what catcher. Bernard, I say it's always me. Always. This is crazy. I don't want to be a free game no or bomba near you at dinner frame and no iron summer. Me no Kasalami Jama, a seer, ye jama breaking it down. As so at Jamamo, never be so at me ayakama, and no at the eba, na me patro Urama, Barcelona for Alejandro Bastoni. Se Diamante, as a deco, and a boat no, yes, say omo aqua ayadrin chum. Akọ penkrom so ajetum asa bane fa na Leandro Bastoni ono ene sefata ese obepiem e wotima ye fe no eye Barcelona no mo so petman negotiate enya be 60 million euros out of 80 million euros Inter Milan for so much and sana ben on petrol maton no omo petimi enya be 60 million euros eno e de eba na urama Diamante asa insem pinapa Julian Alvarez eso a player tima ye from Atletico Madrid Barcelona for so mo peno na Diamante asa Atletico Madrid asa ben bobete on petrol more than 70 million euros where Atletico Madrid fortunately na se o man nyane dia on peram Omar Mamouche Yes, and Flake, and ya double boy too much. Sir, when you're a boy, your friend Alvarez, what the Omar Mamute Jitem, what the papa, maybe best what my camera, or no don't pay and pay 50 million euros. No, a papa anymore at the Ama Barcelona, no pay a camera, no papa didn't come up here, no papa and Comoro, or French, yen take a cram in Chimoma.
Has hablado de la salud antes. ¿Cómo gestiona un jugador de tu talla, teniendo el Mundial a la vuelta de la esquina, la intensidad en los partidos con el Real Madrid?
No hay debate. Yo he visto que la gente ha hablado del tema del Mundial. Yo he jugado 2 Mundiales. Yo he ganado uno, el otro yo he hecho final. ¿Cómo yo he preparado los Mundiales? Jugando todos los partidos con mi club. Para mí es clarísimo que quiero jugar todos los partidos con el Real Madrid. ¿Por qué voy a cambiar la manera de preparar mi Mundial? Voy a decir, voy en mi casa, no juego.
Mbappe, no, Mr. Mbappe. You present a pan, Kojo Marfo, and was normal a camera. No, see normal camera, so 100% fit. Now, a copy of France, Paris, no. Nyame Antom, when you BB, you're treating the Kojo was I was lucky to find the right diagnosis when I got back to Paris. Was say na normal bia ebre so account be and time na o games out do na break out na was say onya rest kakra was so diri say obeba back on form na the top form let my aduma na bia so aye kama na say red the World Cup no and che ebeba so na e busan World Cup a World Cup no wa kofanas mienu wa jebako and wa kofana bako na nina seven call fast or no on purpose bako on matches na club or bomb matches do pa or bomb matches p a man form ne eba or Romo World Cup or timi replicate a World Cup a baduma am a beer sweat to me a kama and no I am Mbappe ne sama or di tu dra ye jeja mu aso damamo e juma de no so a brand call na yemfa nsama odwo yemfa ensia na yemfa diaka nyina no eso emrem ebo me pacho we ya France omu jesi ne da so no na samo ma kakra France jesi for the World Cup na executive producer dia to so no we omu so apomu jesi won tuma am bia so aye kamba saso and a dini house eso ewram was Spain later part of Rana Joe and a Madrid player and dini house eso etimi ewram ema bibia eso etimi e kama eno edetia ye de ema mo ewo edwumadi no so yenyina so na nsama wodo a ene anopai ye bobo no ewo amonone nsem ene afisemu ewo fache sports so abra daybreak dwumadi no ye de babedam no na yemfa isebo 3 p.m. The entire fache sports team led by Abu Diaby na chese beba na ya betena say na ya the extended version from 3 to 5:45 the abramano pai benas executive producer na ya adwuma ni nyina ema milu taken me de baya me de ebedam ya sorry I'm a legend Kojo Marfo ba I'm a biaso aye kama ye do biase yakra.
Indiano pay the one crata said in Sa Akano Pepe and the bro Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics at Daruma and now for Millennium Constructions. What can be any idea of fame? The one crata and common ebro Emubia voice note, text message, WhatsApp messages Nina or check on the screens you would have it and send them on 020 7543 0207543 We begin with the daily graphic this morning. The daily graphic this morning says Big Push prioritizes local contractors, 400,000 jobs targeted under infrastructural drive. And that's from the roads minister. EMP donates $5 million to Black Stars fundraising, mobilizes $11.5 million and 13.92 million cedis. These are stories captured on the front page of the Daily Graphic. And First Farmer Service Center starts strategic national investment in the agri sector begins. The Daily Graphic.
Yeah, the Daily Graphic, the Wokrata no Frasia Waha Anope, now Washa ni more, Wabo Amania would be brave. Na the Edikan, ya Wajumano, Governs, Kwame Abuja. Ya wa ye or so for ya was sharp quania quantum so na Big Push agenda. Eka a buying and share a would draw ya a mood do quechra. Whatever bois ama and punto etumia sheta el Ghana no. Ain't Big Push nidia one would see a quine near Apratatia Pansam near Monchimonka edida moon. Any a quine for no and a Big Push no ebeye wajuma. And a minister say. One month for contract no enkomama no ne phobia local contractors and woni wo mu edi djuma e wo Big Push agenda no eno nti Ghana for ensha ne so esa na wose wonam sa Big Push agenda ne so ebe bie enyuma 490,000 said e be yan obi abetumi anya bia ye contractor for wo mo ewo Ghana ha no obi ansa beka bi na niam nyina bekoso wano nti ho asam eda ha na no Mampeni John Dramani Mahama Eko Afram Plains South. Ena wadi aso Eko bo fomu nti wushe na okra pekas ya wadi ehwe fomu. Eho asem edaha na eye Farmer Service Center. Diedi kan kra ena won mo ebesie. Wonam sa Farmer Service Center no so ebeboa. Edi mfidie ya ebema kwiadwuma aye nikana ya kono abefo kwan so de na akoso wano. Mama nimfidie na wode akwakwo tre de adwuma mu amane ma nyina atimi akoyie na wase engineers and planners ya yera Ibrahim Mahama edano wono mo ayisika $5 million e de apia Black Stars se kwa wo mo ko World Cup no enema nyina betimi akoyie na sika wono mo agige ya afode nkakra wote kakra na de akoto Black Stars for futuo mu no mo se fundraiser no wanya $11.5 million and a Ghana cedis so 13.97 million Ghana cedis just a sika emudo papa ya wo betimi e de apia Black Stars n'intia pay Daily Graphic na manie ebino.
We get into the daily guide this morning from a big push to a big favor and support. IE Chamber of Commerce and Industry backs EMP Diamond Mine acquisition. And Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is on the front page of the Daily Guide. He says, deepen stakeholder engagement. He speaks to the minority. And 2 sets of twins die in Galamsey pit. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama says, let's protect Muslim and Christian harmony. The Daily Guide.
The Daily Guide, the Bokratano, Ede, Aye, Penipani, Mfoni, Abba. Now, was say Institute of Economic Affairs, Aye. And a Chamber of Commerce and Industry for one must say EMP engineers and planners Ibrahim Mahama Dano na juma konwa wo mutu fumagudie no what a one more papa sa damai ensase ya waje every go fields for ho na wo mode ama Ibrahim Mahama ni engineers and planners wo mukotu fumagudie wo ho no ayi any Chamber of Commerce and Industry so wo mutaye kire Omujidi se ebeboa na boost local industries no ewo fumagudie atena ye no nti ho amane eda Daily Guide emu Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Franka Tuni de ma MPP amanyokuo no na wone minority na kasa ene wo se enkomo no de ombedi bebre e wo parliament mo wi a won si fom Ghana ha adwumakuo bia eye na adwuma no wo mo e wo ka bia wo mu fo enipa asa adwuma no wo mu dwuma wo mu die nyina efa wo ho eno nti ya wo mo ne sankrofo no enkomo twetwen emu ennopa yie say Ghana water ene wo mo ho aba asem a wo mo brumu a wo parliament wi a won si fom no nko bisa Ghana fo ya wo mu tua water bill say na ne ma ekọ Ghana water e so mu yie ECG dia so saa na wo mo si fom enti wo ma stakeholder engagement no emuyire a ojidi se beboa ama minority wo mo so ano etimi adrudum mampani John Dramani Mahama na no Idil Fitr afashe course so no ena wo kokasa ye nkremofo dwadata wo mo bo wo nkran ase en wo se Ghana ha yetie ne nkremofo ne ya Kristofo yete odom bibia mu asumdue wo yentem enti mu obia nya bibi ya ebesesa asumdue odo ne nkabo mu no won mo hwesa na mo to nyina no wo betimi etutu anamo asiye na asumdue ne nkabo mu yeda nkramofo ene ekristofo entemo no etimi ejina branem big push agenda no said the minister aka no local contractors and water get won no mo aye adwuma and was say entafo mienu oka 2 sets of twins a kire se mene maestro yentafo bra kwadwo ni imalabi yentafo entisa entafo boa mienu ena wono akọ galamsey site ena amna no agu wo so mo nyina ahwe wono nkwante no so ya rehosama no per daily guide abonwama.
When somebody worries you, you report to the Ghana Police Service. The Daily Searchlight this morning says MIIF troubles IGP petition. Dami and partners file misconduct petition against a police officer. Healthcare system under strain as Kolebu doctors sound alarm over emergency unit crisis. And the other story says State House to host final funeral rites for victims of Tema Microlight crash. The Daily Searchlight.
Daily Searchlight the Wokrat ano Ediera Godfrey Dame Infoni Abasana IGP de ka ho na prosini bia. Godfrey Dame ene na pamfo esusu se wada esuni banboni bi edi. Efa Minerals Income and Investment Fund MIIF wodwumadie ho no. Wono so mfoni ewo ha. Na wose MIIF for womo sensem ya nansan abobo aba bebrebe nyina no. Ora Godfrey Dame adwane akotoa omai prosi adwumakuo na kyerese IGP an odna sebekọ akodan no se sa prosi ni ya ono so mfoni da ha wode detective sergeant confidence fiagaji watu na mobi Godfrey Dame ene na pamfo se womani anye ho eno nti IGP enhwe na wontwene si kwanpamu na wontia no ho asem eda ha Kolebu aban ya asabia so de be na kakra ni wo mudi aba papa Ushe video bi a circulate e social media enipa deda form na wonyampa enna so no ahwe won mo se efri Kolebu enna mpanimfo se da bi o ya hwese de video itie ya asa AI generated the hon sensem e wa ha bebre en wo kire se emergency unit ho no crisis aba ho empani ho nti apomdeje no aye bibie wo ho na Daily Searchlight abo ho amane na anu arehosem ya esi ya nuanum mienu moja baako eni ene eja ema mienu ya wonom enam microlight ewiem hyenso ehwere wonom nkwa no was State House ese wonom ayiye ene wonsie nyina oje abowombo na waye amano aye.
On the wings of Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics and Millennium Constructions, we are coming your way with the headline stories. The Hack newspaper says, Tor's big turnaround from crisis to top tier in government ranking. The other story says, paid in full, built nothing. CID asked to investigate MPP chief over ghost project, and we didn't touch him. This is a denial story from the Ghana Police Service on the Ibrahim Mohammed's assault. The Hack newspaper.
Ebusia the Hack the Bokrata no to so ewa ha. Na oshe animu a wade opanipa ya wono ene datema oil refinery ano nimfoni aba owura combat. Ena wasi brebi atwa mu pa se ye boto odin a na kire se de akoso wo ho ne bon ko na niema nkoyie. Chokra dru baby wo mutu mu kire se na emfidie kura wo mu de beye adwuma. Na wonya mfidie ne bi kura so a fango ya ombeda da ni na bi ni ho nti top a de na nka eye agu. then so ene owura combat ebe so to mu no oh omo boy dwuma papa watoto niema amato entimi anya nimonyam ewo aban anim sene won mo kenkan aban nyumakuo ya enya turn around na agina ne na so afa ne ntoma pefra wo muntimi nka enya to ho dina chesa ya basobo ena the hack the bokrata no ede emato mpanimfo ewo adwuma wono mo ayem na wose wo the petition akoma CID for se wo munye nhwehwemum emfa MPP pani bi ensem ehom wose ghost project chese adwuma bi ya won na esie se waye na nso wo mu enhunu ayese no waje hu sikadi ene ade anti esese criminal investigations department for de wo mu ho agim na won mo ye nhwehwemu ede efa MPP pani no ehom na eno ho amane eda ha na owura bi di Ibrahim Mahama enye engineers and planners pani asem ne ye kan Ibrahim Mahama no ono so ewo ho na nsen eba betu odwasa prosifo abro no enya asem ketwa ya pastor nyina afemfam na no ene nani ho na prosifo ayi won ho ano se ho ye de ya mfa yensa anka no enye na bo ya bo no na emom ne ye kwaje no ade afiri wo hawo ene atreche ya na wo fa mu nti mo bi antenetene nsa wo ya prosifo so say ye na ye bo Ibrahim Mahama.
We encourage you to send messages, WhatsApp messages, and also join us on our Facebook platform, Facha Television. Daily Post this morning says, Mahama cast sought for First Farmer Service Center Afram Plains to boost modern agriculture. Gold Board has been crowned state-owned enterprise for the year, and MPP support declines in 25% to 25%. As NDC gains grounds in latest tracking poll, global info analysis. We'll do that discussion on a bigger platform this morning, but that's the Daily Post.
Daily Post, the worker tano ede amanie bi enam ene anopay na de worker bi eye global info analytics musa dampa ene na pamfo won mo enhwehwemu ene nkomo a wone Ghana fo binum edie na wo kire se ankanem. Si yakasa party bi eye popular pa ewo mamu a na MPP na wo ma hwire dinkan na so ne MPP amanyokuo no wo mo support ni popularity no atia bafom abedu 25%. Enti wabubu mo pepe de Gen Z fo ene na emafo yi ya won mo so ene nam yani so ya wo mo nyina ho nkontabuo enamum se na wo ye Gen Z na opesa wo to aba e de ma amanyokuo bi a hwan na abeto aba ma no nti MPP omo de ne de ate aba from 25% ama NDC ekọ na nimu pa ye ho amane e da ha no pan na amane a wode aba e Farmer Service Center ya na no mampani John Dramani Mahama kopa ho ntoma na so wode asokọbọ fomo na wo mu frasie asie ewo Afram Plains South and wo se ehọ na ebeboa amakua adwuma atimi aya abefo na aye nika enkoye kane do na cheche nsisi wunsem no mu biem te se ye de mfidie papa eba abehekua mu na mabunu nyina atumi aye bi aban adwuma ya agina ne naso na won matoto niema ama oman ni sikasam ne ntoto ye nam so agina brane ye bo won mabaso afi Ghana Gold Board ena esuri edi enkan chese state owned enterprise of the year aban adwuma ne modemo eso ani ne konkan afi Ghana Gold Board enenyaye Daily Post eni.
We always break your day on Facha Television. This morning, Daybreak. This is the newspaper, and it says management lied over patients on floor video. Kolebu emergency doctors speak, and oil prices surge up after Trump 48-hour ultimatum. Dame and partners file misconduct petition against the police officer. And these are stories on the front page. The Daybreak, the newspaper.
Daybreak, the worker tani nyina ye breaki day no abomu. Anopai wo mo eba ya mani aye di kan boss ye Godfred Dame kania ban lawyer penim. Ya wo se wonte ne mabiase ewo Minerals Income and Investment Fund for dwumadie mu. Ya no nti prosini bi ada suban bone adie ya wo de ho petition akoma IGP. Eho amane eda Daybreak mu. Na amane bi ya wo bo eni se America mampani Donald Trump what the 48-hour ultimatum bi ebaye na ultimatum no echi no fang obuo peja wo wiase amansan adwa so jana pay pe Daybreak the bokrata no ne kenkan ne hunu baabi a Ghana yenso ye gina ewo mu na ye hunu se de ne manyina ekọ sa viral video no a ye ka ho asem se free kwalebu na mpanimfo pese wo mo fa kwan bi so kasa ye AI generated na enye nokre no de emergency unit adokotafo a wo ho ewo kwalebu no wo mo aba bonten na mo se ye mpanimfo mo yesa na mo nye ne ayarefo ene adwumayefo adi ne ye video yi se haya ne free emfiri baabia haya ne free timpanimfo se da wo mo ye nhwehwemu no wo mo susu sansa na nhwehwemu ni bekwa awie no AI generated na doctor foi wo se ye ne tie jam ne unim se ne ye hwehwe fa ye ne ye wo emergency unit ha ne unim se video yi free ha enti ye mpene ama mu ntumfuturo ngu Ghana fo ani sa ye bekirem ama mo ahunu anopa ye bo eho amane ye wo ye kase mu news flash enti Kwalebu doctors ne say video no a Ghana fo mu nyina mo ahunu no kwasem efi Kwalebu emergency unit ni padedafo
Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics Adaroma and your day headline story see bro ye Kyle ni atwuma dwensi so se obekwa akofa niam afira manone ama oman Ghana mu sa wo de niam be free oman Ghana akwa manone a Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics Adaroma wo de beba asundwie mu ohaw bia nim sikasem ho ntotoye woni wondi nkomo a wo be ne kama e de ama ehun nkohia se wo abruchiri ho ansa na yetimi de niam afira manone aba ehun nkohia se wo Ghana ansa na ye de niam na akọ ene Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics eni nkomo se eye car na opese wo de ba wo mo abehwe e de car no aba ayi car no na avia se ye de brewu fie a ye de abrewu fie won sikasem e da boko ohaw ne amane bia enim wo de ane se identify the car say a cargo car say a pickup say a saloon car ben na opese wo de ba ene Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics eni nkomo enkran Tema Community 2 Accra International Airport Kumasi Asante Mantem one word ditchem so one numbers no rolling on your screen. That is important because you may be driving and listening. So 0246 760 890 0246 760 890 or 050 1314 369 050-1314-369. Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics. Wadaroma. The Overseer newspaper is overseeing a lot of the stories. And one of them says, Bawumia reportedly broke, skips Eid celebration, cooling off in London. The other story says, investment innovation drive Ghana's agricultural future at Nobi Farms. The Overseer newspaper.
The Overseer the Obokrata no ede kane mampani abedi eche a ne won na 2 franc adiama NPP amanyoko no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiamfo ni aba. Ena wo se ena no edo fetera fashe yi a ekọ so yi. Asa Ghana fo ante Dr. Bawumia ho mpopoye. Enti wakotena London abrochima mu dwodwone ho. Na ebia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni botom nye o. Na anu aba wo mo kwotu ye bia sika ni nyina kodi ho. Enti edidie eye ayemuye afahye esesa wo ye adoye. Ti so obetena Ghana ha pa na enkrofo abafie na wonya bibia ma wo mo de. Brebra ma amane amanti ne wo ko London. Ye kwa doctor ho, doctor tu kwan na wasan. Ti sa ena anopai the Overseer ebo amane se Bawumia hia no nyema nkoye woni botom. Ti ene wadwane Eid akwakotena London edwodwone ho.
Na Overseer newspaper say nti Bawumia ho kire no a se doko kakra obinya emo kakra ode bema enam kakra ode bema no eho ayede na otiam kura asa me ho kire me a so obenya adofa ma onu bibia be su
Ghana
we ya no ma ye omu fi poto
nti eho asem eno no eno se Nobi Farms na opani bi edi sika akogu ho ya wo boa Ghana kwadwuma amana fa ne ntoma pa efra fe wonmo nam akwanhodo bebre so dada kwadwuma ani na etimi apagya omai Ghana kwadwuma atena ye no na sesei kwadwuma no ya akono saa mebro ni nyina ebekwa akoye bi na chese nuane no ba na eba tine anopa de overseer bokrata o ma ye
enkomo ba ko a mahu se ewo overseer no anim na ewo the general secretary of the ruling party Fifi Kwete and so Facebook page one Senator Rollins papa bano na emfonyi no edi adanse ensem bi a wo ka wo ho no e kire se ne braso se de Professor Mills kan no se ye be che amna so bia so ebi de ba no pa ebi de ba wia na ebi de ba nwure nkofo nti ase ne se Dabre Defense Ministry ho na ye de no ekọ me de metimi aka ne se enkomo na Fifi Kwete edi ne de na kire se enye nwanwase e bete se Senator Rollins ono so yama no akwanya se omesom wa ban mu baby e de ne kọ de minim baby e de ne kọ de minim but womo ehwe baby e de ne kọ no gidi se baby a ehọ da hɔ a obi anko ye no but biaye mienu ene da hɔ a mampani betimi ade obi akọ science and technology hɔ da hɔ mutala hɔ no da hɔ and defense and so edda
ho so kra de ho so obi adwene shedam ba ho after tragedy ni nyina ye defense
so on say defense ho no wo mo nkuntabuo ni won sika sem ya na emfa emeto abonte de bia ya na won a eti aban mu no agidi se ehọ de sika dodo no akọ efa the opposition for no ya na wo mudi nkomo no a omo be so omo hu de ekoso defense ntina de bia na ase ho nkomo no agent ha no ti ye hwe se de no be cause science ana se ye de no ebe ko defense but then nkomo na Fifi Kwete adi ne de se ye bo Senator dia ebe ni se ye obi anwo ebe defense on minim ne me kira ne se
nkomo na kira se
ye nya ba bia ye de ye ko ba bia ye de ye be ko bia ye osom ba so for nim say defense mpa che ominim ba wunim sem ba no pe me mokola I chese ba wunim because we know cryptic message we see we overseer for kra o man kan sa ti me nso me nyesi idie na mapem ba bi ato and okay let's finish with the Ghanaian Times and the Ghanaian Times says EMP to invest $1.2 billion in Daman Takwa mine. Apart from that story, the big push is here and that's just about it. The Ghanaian Times.
The Ghanaian Times, the worker no ewie. Na mani a wabo engineers and planners, Sarah Ibrahim Mahama, the Jumekuo no ya wako Daman Takwa mines. And our sisika one mudishamu 1.2 billion US dollars. Na enano so enfidie heavy duty equipment one more amanwa si kwan so ekọ ho no nyasem keto a kire se wo mani abre wo ma ba ne memem wo ma ba ne pabene so se won mo beboa ama mining sector na fa ne ntoma pefra and big push project wo mo so mo target local contractors and ho amane eda ha and was Tree for Life and also so second edition no one more share asha se eduadua enua no nti Ghanaian Times akra wo no so de na ma no pay
edu ba bia ho to the mama mi samu asemi assembly member owo adum nsia ase Patrick yebo ase nkomo no ayedi no anopay no onte onhuye nti se ya twe na dwen si so no obekọ ho na wakohwe na okohwe a de besie no obebo ya amane anopay se wo hwem na wo adum Sambra Hotel animu ho no ekọ na wonim abosian ne anwea no egu ho no na wonim se nwakofra assembly member ne se omehwe amode nani ahu ana amabo na mane a anopay yebie phone line no a mumye ni ho nkomo na anopay no edi nkomo no Patrick yebo ase onhuye onte nti yabo na mane e na okohwe na anamon bi wo ho a opesu otu a watu but say dem kan wo hwe yen se uni se Patrick ye boa mo abonamane wahu wate a ma yente ho nkomo why akwanya wo ho ma so wo de mampani e kasa no pei akwanya e wo ho ma so wo nso wo kira adwen ye di nkomo ya no abo amane se Millennium Construction ka ho bi na no pe bia ye de wo bonkrata nkomo no ebrew e ya dansie hu niema de a won ne adwumaku a wo pato won so a wo asumdwe mu bibibia wo hia fa wo dansie de Millennium Constructions adarom mesrewa wasase no pese wo ton na asumdwe eba ho wo pese asase no utobi na asumdwe ba ho de nkrata na ewo ho a ene Millennium Constructions eni nkomo se pese Public Accounts Committee bete wasem ye bibisa se ye ya wo assembly no mo koma contract ho aba asem a ene Millennium Constructions eni nkomo na edan no the 6 rooms place of convenience say a 6 classroom blocker and Millennium Constructions eni ho nkomo na wo meye adwuma no ema wo dan so na opese usia eni woni ho nkomo opese otena gated community mu a Millennium Construction gusu a wo si dodo no a wo na wo nso emfa unsi wo da ye so no ombema no abam wadansie say a hospital say a factory say a school dying say a sorry dying Millennium Constructions and operation we chira kwan wo boshan na yas junction na fe anyone eni nkomo if you are watching the numbers are on your screens if you are doing the listening 0244 274 084 Millennium Constructions they ensure that your dreams become a reality. Anopay, yani mampeni eni nkomo sabre messages ayensa kan ye beken kan e de amount. Wo ya ne se ofre na anopay nkomo ayedi nyina free African proverb no so e ba ne esi wadum aye ka ho asem. Ene wa nso ba bi a wote wo mantam niam a e koso no. Anopay wo akwanya. Da woni mampeni di nkomo 020 633 4646 02063347747 oba ebeje oso na ye no nyina edi nkomo no Maestro
oba
bibi wo ha na
bibi wo
Assembly man so
oba assembly man kaso ohun ya ofa medi no ho ya
ade wadwin we ona
there be offer se okaso ohun ya se inete ene abo egu kwan ho a ofa no that means on fire dum for no ho residents no form ho
se bia odi assembly man wo adum nsua ase but wonte ho
ofa se wonte ho na se baby a wodi ujuma no eda wakoma so a tembia no obehwe se wonan be yintinti awo
eno ye no kre
because ofa enkomo na wodi ne say from and I say before aid no
yes
ena abo ne na tini be gu kwan
no kre
enti wodi say insu ato ena wanfo wani ehu a ade achi ehu se efobafo
kachi se uni obekuyan yo
abebu
yo kasa bi obeso obube o
ochra ese ono so ho iso toy na wanti
iso toy na wanti ade achi ehu se fomafo
ade achi ehu se fomafo azodo be ka ga so fa assembly member no
hello me for frefu hello good morning
good morning
Pacho, down when the end man penny nkasa.
Yo, Pacho, me de kwa me rushu mkasa free takrade.
Yo.
Anope michia nani mwajuma ifuni na nyaminka mhono mama mwajuma. Na debia intimi mecheche na yifili mjana. Na asema Amerika chiyo mampeni.
Yeda se anope nkomono a wedi no Maestro.
Ofa.
Mesro disa nkomo yechi.
Ofebedi esi.
Se wa so wo fade ne
mai.
Nti fa we ka ho.
Wo fade ne papa de ni na mai.
O papa de no so mai.
Mai David.
Na papa ja okuku no se ja wasase wasi dan esi so no so ogigi hu sika. Na se ne o de obre o papa abo ama.
Over the omo ne sa be.
O papa ja okuku fu a wote ho sika.
Ofeye.
Wasi dan ama wa ogigi hu sika. O so omo ma.
Papa that oh say enye me nkwa na jame yen.
Only how. Hey. Cause I had to rent a house so I wouldn't. Yet and Penton qua. The head you cry near the Comafura. Come home.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Of any down where the enemy man penny nim come on.
But you what you know. But
you.
Coco no one can American.
Okay.
We cook or buys. The toilet. Minchi. If you are the aquatia or flower, or hatta CNT or flower. I want you, I'm not get it. I'm going to discover. Because this is for anyone who are going to get the yes, the hotel. No boys are being one thing here. More yama and get it's a massive man.
Yeah, that's it. I no pay catchy. And common a bar no pay no a hat. And common a bar no pay a hat.
Last week na me can say sikana kodra enka the woman fee na we purchasing clerk no afra me akra me sa wo kura now so ono so da so etikumase sikano de baabi akodie no baabi akodie no ono ma ye wo mo dia esu enti sikano wo mo akodi wo mo nsem no wo mo te so agedien Omo te so jide nti na me bisa na no say
wetia so
board chairman Eastern region ho no okoye osan kwagina afuo mu no na mfa so be na wo so da bia na release ska no ya release na farmers ne nsanka ska no nti dia na sese koko board mpanimfo ye na LBCC no agisika na hye wo mo to a wo mo kotua e de ma akuafo no.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mpacho da ho de ene mampani nkasa.
Me pacha ni de me feme Richmond. Me kasa fi Commerce. Amadwene ade biwa be se 10 years. Me ntiasie. Na me amadwene se me pamacho na esi omanpanyin so ne omanpanyinfo so e pawo macho. Because first na yesua no. Na yenim se north side over there. Udie bibia enye but medwene ho so mitimi se enkroni bi atwa north so a sebi yenuanom kon kofa entos ene jene eba but almost no omudua bibia eyeye na adentina agriculture no a ewo Ghana no agriculture minister ne yina adentina omo provide the boreholes ema no for no na omo simi enfendia bibi ema omina anase omina ye chichene intimi enkoso
Medasi se eya asembisa wo de 10 years adwen hu ide yen so ye bedwendwen ho wa ha na ye bisa mpanimfo se ye ya esisi abre yintimi entre kuayum e wo ho ye dase ene nkoma ono yen edi wo fache television so Daybreak jumedi na ye de ebrewi Kaakyire na wason eguso a oka koko no mame mfa ofrefo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mpacho da ho de na ene mampani nkasa.
You edamasi ni anope kuma moye ye fami si padojene koko asem na omo kan nukre o even the artist no kra na 2587 the kano krema na obi tibia obeton awa o de atia ne ka esi aye kuwe amanfo atibia esisi unya sika na o de atia o moka enti aye no prepa tafe sika ni system ni mu say ye to koko medamase
Edase anopay I'm sure say news team no ebe pick a story no up na ya development on it because at this point the your koswa tise nkrofo se omukuku indua enkomo a ehia se yesan edini biu. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes sir.
Pacho
Ofrefri yaji. Yentie wa no pay.
ano sɛne sofa ɔmampani obia nka na de nkyerɛ sɛ ɔmampani no anayɛ saa line na kwate TV hello
yɛnte ne nka o nti
ade nyame sɛ nti
yɛbɛkɔ ne asan aba ne nkɔmmɔ no so ɔsan ba bio a ɛbɛboa megye di sɛ na ɔwɔ asɛmbisa bi a ɛbɛboa yɛn so hello good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Bacho da ho de ne mampani nkasa.
Me bacho me de Erama. Me kasa fi bran afudi ankwanta.
Yo.
Na kale mi kopo ansa na ye di bunya atosa brave me fanka mi fika. Nti kopo asam de yesramo. O mampani o tene ni o tie sika ne ma ye ni sanka na ye kula kura ko tre exam no. Eno mo se yan first kana ma o mo chire. Ma freka che watu sikani esremo muni ujuma ma pa na eno kore ya mo spray ya men kamo
o mana dom enye kese wo so ba bia wo na odomfuo bi emfa sika mra ma wontu abofra no fi no bra ye twen se won akoko sika na kodi won nsam no nso ede mo de bebre wo mo ntina sika mo no ho aye na kakre
ese sika na wo system no ni fi
sika dada no a na wo system ni
because of say November since November na say aban ni ntwe na say no den because say omo no menya the exact 3600 no omo de call November
omo de call dada
omo
twen omo
36 but omo de call actually no before say be reducing omo de na benya 2500
because that man can say omo de 2005 no kra de no so my ya teso de better so janka e baya e bia nkom beje ne saa but no so kra so my
omo ni choice nti they are no beje
we de mo ya o
mo ya
eje ni koku
afa mo ya last week na be konwunti
hello good morning
good morning
openi down ho de na ne mampani nkasa
efrem watch e kaza free ko
yentio
good morning Bajo efrem watch e kaza free ko atom koko sani ya minu ya no kan ya lesi ba this time from November infia ahata bi ama nawo the atu abobo ya mu akorans ya se kopra so kofodo a oye twagu ho me di akosa asan di koko na san besimati ento ndo mambani ya odi skanama tra onko fonze no muntu ya ma eza skali bi ama ya ntewe koko bi ahata ne di esisi dem ehu ne ye koko medamasi.
Yeah, that's pay, but I think that government must act and must act fast because this cannot be good news. This cannot be good news. And pay and come a friend for no edinina ya won do nkoko akọ na nsu sika no emae because you release ye na watwi kọ na wie ya bosome ene ye ka ho asemi they say release 4 million 4 million cities
4.2 billion
yes billion and a million billion
offer
4.2 billion
Ghana cities so
it is say sika no na ye release ya na besis abri nkrofo ensanka wo musika na chere akoshe ba bi o
enti mpanimfo ni nyai cocoa farm store no minority for munyai monshase
minority for ni de se enkomo no anopen nkomo a ye di de se unia ban mu a ese se cocoa farm ho
there be offer
no omuntimi more LBCs no so etuja said about me can say omone stakeholder for engage mako farms kakra LBCs na omo agi sika no omo confirm sika no abedi omo nsam no omo ti sika no so
there be no opposition for the LBC wa kopede ono nkomo na ehia ne se koko no esenke ma mu sei yemfa ma mo ya te so
ene
ya te so no so a yemfa mu sika mre mo opposition there ba bi omu gina no omu nyina ho a omu bomuja eso mbomuja koko board chairman ene na pamfo ene finance ministry ene se so omu hwese ba bi omu di sika no koye omu release sika no makoko akuafo. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Pacho down where the NGO.
Hello. Because tomatoes are okay now some from Magana. Now what is say almost baby on the book wine now. That young you won't Ghana. Now quiet a full cacrane bar, say now also. Into a bear boys will be fun what you in Ghana and obeying a kunika. Because it's a good get this is here and pass will be any so. Oh, my Yamaku price and in pass will be anything so. And then you said in Ghana. Now you can't no good and for one check you. Or more material blankets, my band of work with you. I'll call you cool and bounce one. Let two. It cannot crow that turn out so in Canada to the and I mean, Ghana, you see, the I had to take a Ghana.
All right. Obi wa ahoma so a yebefa no aka ho bra ye de ofan so eba na wie ye Daybreak Jumedi wo Fache Television so na o hwe. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, master.
Pacho mi ntie wa no pe.
Pacho ye fe me Bernard. Kasefri enkoko always I go is. Pacho me kwiani matiko November Bobas, this in Piamica. You make it anquara. Sabi, me yere, equisrimu, we shall force him a year, SS Medicano, SN no one, as a basin, and not paying me quanimo, almost a crash for a quadruple I on fast one. Near Quiafone, dear, only your mother say, ye don't be a mine. Master Ellen say, one can be mine, and yes, I dear, a bit baby, no, maybe say me, and but I'm safe with a massage or more better. I forgot my own. The magic can get 2 baby, said by ya, no better man. Let us you to us.
You trust you, and ye if you uncommon or mood dinner, a moya. Uncommon or mood dinner moya pa.
Of a sort, as a more kind.
Maintenance evening, I mean, best sense subio. The woman say, almost cannon my. Almost cannon my as well. Of a say, and some panage cacrasha or bottom. And some pa, Nina no. It is said there 4 bags, need 2 bags, or Brenner or more Brenner. And one dance here necessity can be back. Now, multimedia, I fear ye. Now, almost what I can say, or Brenner, a Vifrina is some year no, a hunch then a hunch. I don't pay come off for be any hot. It's a cuckoo for common one. The ADC, but me jidi say, as a sa buying it to an amount as would to. Have a move beyond your say, an opposition for no, and one person cuckoo in common a 2 be trap. And I'll pay a 2 trap in ye if you say, who quack your phone is sick.
My.
My.
Samuel Ofosuampofo.
Sikane Mai. Nti aban Finance Ministry. Cocoa Board Chief Executive and board ni nyinaa no. Ebi amudi sika no koye no. Monkɔhwɛ nkɔgye sika no. Na momfa makuku akuafo no. Na ɔmo na sika no ese na efata ɔmo. Yɛba sisi a.
because
da ya kachire mo no oman Ghana yiedie esese Ghana fa ne ntoma pefra bosumi nyina ye Ghana bosome nti ye nsuban sede ye hwe ya hoho sede ye aduane die etie enema ema ye Ghana fo no ye da ho adi de akire wiase amansan nyina esese Ghana fa ne ntoma pefra nti fisa abre yi kono a ye behwe kwan a Ghana ebe fa ne ntoma pa efra da me say a democracy no a partisan democracy a political parties na edi mu akotene nti yesese ba bia oti bia oboa na political parties ni gina yie na amawon so ho ahenhan o anope info analytics survey research a omoye no na meni abedwafo egibre na yedi ho nkomo ye bisa ye ho se ye ba Fourth Republic ni mu no nanti ase ne say the New Patriotic Party the elite party fact na ye can say omo a akọ school no na ewo ho na yenum abongiri fo no nso ewo party a akanim enei research ahoro ene polls ahoro no edi adanse se won akọ school won akatua no ebi won nsem ni nyina no move from the New Patriotic Party the NDC. Yaboya man say even within the religious ethnic group no the Christian community no shifted towards the NDC. The Muslim community no shifted towards the NDC. The oba mebulu no side nso a womo nso de won ho NDC as against the New Patriotic Party. And ope asembisa ye ne abedwafo bedwen ho ye say na so eden na AC ama nipa dodo no a ede won ho ekodom NDC chen say wode won ho ebedom MPP eno na mpanimfo yi agebra ene wo beka yen ho ama yedi dwuman asted ai siapon suku a yenua Kojo Asante eyo kirekire ni wo ho na wo beka yen ho anope Kojo ye mo ache
ya Kojo
Kingsford opani uzu ansa memo ache
yemnua
sika 7 ne adwadie ho nkomo no obo ne ho modin wom ye beka zo entrepreneur eja ono nso eye ni business nkakrakra opani yedase minua nso yo kirekire ni o kan education ho niam ochro books ochrade ene obo ne ho modin se obaji sika hye ni botom ese and the lawyer for ne dos ono nso peso oboa no oboa ye mra no nchirechire mu the guardian of yedase se addition ni nyina mu wanya bre na woni ye edi dwuma meso uso ansa anopa mimisa we ansa me sorry ahomache na abrantie bi asend me message na sembisa ne se onhuni entia bank a woni won eye adwuma no Bank of Ghana ama prime rate na ba form a se nke se so bia ho henhan no Opeso bisa say aden na still a bank oni on ye adwuma no. Bosia no okogi free wo mo ho no. Rate no o mo de charge no. Say rate na no o mo busu a wo mo gye. We dey just a one na obetimi amboy aden na yesa.
Well,
let me bisa no say na ade wakogi bosia say rate na e de ma say na yeso utua na enkomo no tesen wadaroma.
Okay. Mentra atiefo na wo ma mo hwe nso. Bank bia won nhihye. Ebi nhye ne say ase oji loan no na se kosoro na no so kosoro. Ebi nhye ne say kosoro na ba from the osan so ba from. Nti time bi o me chenyi rating bia na ba. Ba wa kwaje bosia no. Bank na kwaje mu dia hen. Ana mo no ka ho asem.
Okay.
Mu dia hen. Ndi wo ko na kwaje lo na wa musalo no policy da ho a ebia let say ye de ye tiso a sa butua sa wikura ya tiso no de omo ntiso ba ye tumo matum eye kwan bia no kwasem ni bank esen fa so sisi kakra e kwan bia omo fa so di ezisi ya ye kwaje bosia ho no to me say member did Bosiano na yetu na batum dia yeteso also teso.
Okay.
But so ye kuji Bosiano wo hono say ye dia ye nkenkan ne ma wo hono. For moment man wo be be nketen. Nya abotena ka de nketen da akase no. Right there where the young get top no. Nya time. Na kan ketwa no. Policy in pa na ho ya tashe. Ba na was bia open tem da ko adwuma nti no oje ya so onya 24 hours nti papa no assign. Unya assign wi a o da ho ma chew kon ende o yeden ya o ka obi a ntimi ga bima. The policy na e was a particular loan no. For types of loan mo wo. Loan na wo koje no ho nkata asem no kinkan. E wontimi a po obi a onim die na o mo wa. Na on kan just sa lie we asem say ana wonti ase a san ko ho so lie we won kire mase in fact kay enjemu se ko se ye do tena ho na bank na chechew word for word bia ya cho bia ayanya ne sa ana ye ko je so ye so musa
si ye ahunye hia mu ne ye de kwaje bosia no nti ye ko ne omunya kase ya approve a disbursements na shase ye kura
nti afa ho ye hia na nkoma ho nkokyerew wan hwe a odi ho hia mu na wototo ho hia mu na den kura che ne akoto mu no na wo mu no nti nya mbotere kakra na policy je won krata na kenkan la bi ho na wonti ase a go back ana po onim de no nkyekyerew Ghana ye problem no ye ko san de ntan kenkan what's the boy say no they church na auto sign na also sign some sign on for was what unima na unimo wonya sign de chese de obia what ase enti ji ade no ji form no okọ age okọ fie na da ho no kan ansa no sign
ade no akasa no ofre no wabusa oh boss na mo loan da sai 19%. So kind of they are here. It was the money board and also you are
19% on what?
Honestly,
on what?
Majority of Ghanaians don't go into details of how the payments look like.
And yeah, and I shall call you. We need 90% now of what? 90% also prove 90% of what? Then payment term they're saying. Never be see a saying.
Nti ye will be wo ha prime rate no esort no. Ebe ma wo
odie no
nso so
atubete e wo so be gina ho a. Ejina o so loan bia your policy cover that loan.
I see.
Loan bia wo bank bia no or policy guiding it. Eni nya bo trange policy nya na kan. And now ask questions. E wo on kan a ubuza questions a bo say wo cheche mu no na ebe leader na question. Na ubusa na wo chocho mu but we dey okay me ba what I say but so we musa hwe yes 90.5 na 90% 20% now compare ebi dey akoye no bi am koye amenya be 40% and the 20% dey say normal na menya for from me mi was so probu ya ebi a nka obenya no na wana aye lesser than that.
I see. Because or can say or gidi say eno nso ka ho na adwadifo no dodo no a entity o mo niam so. Because o mo no ntu na o mo koje no.
Yes.
Ye gi wo mo a na ye gi wo mo. Nti onhu se o te ne niam so.
The problem war system no here. As ye hu se niam bi koso no. Niam bi so koso. Wo ye wo ye hodwuma no. Wo se eno so abeshem enti do ya te plan de ye nte skran keye solar because branch ma come here solar no ye better than say marry me light no so and in fact do bankers no when we above from there but sa part no as say air rise and don't compare abeshem so that change.
All right. Anti pacho wasem bisa no minim se muaye no eyema ode a de wo mu ane se yem parking kan na ne ye nti ase no nso yema ye nkyire ye mu sa nkyire mu ne ba ebeboa ma se ulu no ne yema so ti a ye te so mawa na wahu se de ete. I'm sure that I have a few bankers within my space. Di me kwa oni omo nso be di nkomo na oma mahu se de ne yema na ete. No credit say loan amaje we are seeing my first television I'm a toy and that was somewhere 1994 na eje me loan to my first color television 14 inch say baby am here adwuma no bank
na dikopo
sa brand dey say na 14 inch ai e kai say LG na eja GC wa
brantepa
say
e gona guy o
adwuma usika fa bank dia bank na dia ma na omotete afeso ye na chese eja yetimi etu ya wi enu achi de ye nkopa ebosen abo nyame ne ye di ne ye anopai enkomo a info analytics de aba no nini kan mi sa say eyemu bi nwanwa na research no de aba abonti na eyemu bi nwanwa ansa na yakwa asem ni ti na so
me die enye me nwanwa me die enye me nwanwa
okay ye beba be di nkomo na fu kwajo eye nwanwa onzo enye nwanwa I see God onzo enye nwanwa
enye me nwanwa ba kokra me hu ya kra che ansa na omo
ene na tese mo hwe ne ma bi si a mo ya mane o because I mean the Fourth Republic started on the note of MPP being an elite party.
Exactly.
NDC being more like Bugaru, Nyama, Omuyom Bibia, sir. So if 30 years going into 40 years, there's a research that says that educated elite, is shifted towards the NDC. Ethnic card and they are moving towards the NDC. And Mabruno na omoya attracted to the New Patriotic Party are now moving towards the NDC. Afi religious groups even the Muslim community tilted towards the NDC. The Christian community doing same. What is going on? There is Kojo.
Kojo midase mamencha wahefo ne adofo nyina no pay. Na Kojo sane udi kebusa na nyame mama. Sane once wa watchim MPPK, we saw them as some middle class, well attracted to educated at least, because when they came, look at the kind of people that came. Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreku, J.H. Mensah, these were lawyers, These were high class, educated people, and that's how they actually began. President Kufuor time, so on. And let me say, most of them were also of age. Now, some penny folk a crowd womb, ne boni adi womb, but when you have such class of people, the only way I'll bet me attract youth, no year, youth policies that draws the youth closer to you, because naturally, go for more that position, no. I was even approach, maybe difficult. So, initially, what was na NPP attracted more educated and towards the party. By the time, no, after President Kufuor's rule, and now rule the way we saw, okay, the way Mills also came with NDC, brought youth in terms of the ministerial positions and leadership. So, and the MP before, no, let me say, under President Kufuor, not the number of youth and the women, no, papa, penny four, above 60, 70, holding political offices, most of them. So, and that was the time. Though President Kufuor did well by bringing the youth employment money to attract the youth. But what was the result? The youth employment, any other pro-youth policies are MPP. Sometimes it looks so nice on paper, but its implementation so far has been problematic. And the youth employment that the President Kufuor Kai said, and Maya no mutimi fee that time. Yeah, minimum. Some of them work at CAT for other institutions for almost 8 months. They were never paid. They were never paid. Their money never came. A bad district assembly hall. Sometimes scano why jumana cha scana bedruno. Then over the pafu for crowd man and human being now jiska. The do almost swelling names, So one of the major things that Ama MPP lose the youth population is corruption in the youth policies. Over the youth program, but almost a few people hijack it. Now, no basa. It is sometimes on paper, almost on any implementing this youth policy, it brought about this, but oko grounder. One kasana obukomu no much. Let's look at the recent youth employment NAPCO. It was a 9 because it was a bridge to actually sustain any PBA na at that time, at least to absorb you. But it should be short term. And look at the exit. Only free more. Some of them didn't get their small allowance for several months. So, apart from the youth policy, but the way they implemented it didn't help the youth. Let's talk about leadership. MPP leadership no aye bourgeois and kokрафo no we perceive say ko makobo omo bra wie omo ba appointment no is say obetena chire direct youth no they still want the positions. What the ginanado government ya na se omo koya. What do you feel the number of old men in their 70s and 80s are the home? Safumavo is one. Quite many more plus. What? Planting for food and jobs. Every year. How old is he? Okay. These are Nipa. Oma Bob Rache. Do baby no come to what's the other democracies now? Obama be the president now, 47. But Clinton 46. Why is it that we are still looking at people in their 72, 78? So far in US, one more year and penny-four maybe your mind so what Joe Biden and current Donald Trump. Look at the way they are running the country. It tells you, sir, Obrano, who do baby? As a university lecturer, who this is 6 years are? That's what about Kokra. Fee. VC, who this is 6 years had been vice chancellor. Now somebody who cannot manage a university at that age or corporate president in 70s, between running presidency and you will be a vice chancellor. That means, as a country, we don't take the presidency and the political offices serious. when we think there, we can give it to Nkokrafo by standard, they should be on pension, rather run the country. And then we tell young people, oh, 60 years or what, just let's say KMB or some Bibiana easy on cotton if you are.
Yes, but we are looking at a new patriotic party that introduces a free SHS system. Say, it was supposed to attract
exactly.
Such
youth policy, but the way it is implemented. Also, we share free SHS, for instance. The concept is nice. You bring so many people into it. But look at the problems that are also associated. You see, policy should go with research. Almost 30 free SHS now. That concept of free SHS and next way forward. Education sector. I didn't see a clear-cut policy towards the future. No, it's the Maybe boy, of course, you are 2 months. What about 4 months? Eventually, we run the classes. The man crowd about 4 months. The more dangerous school is not coming here. The cost didn't go. That's why I said you probably go school no. But eventually, the product coming out. And I go you Ghana for the way is in man. Sometimes minimum how politicians when you are bringing more people from school. And then they come and stay home, jobless. Any panel, the red beefy school now in the coin. The red beefy. So, enti, omu leaving school now. From there, what is the next policy?
Kojo Marfo.
Thank you.
Those answer. Oh yeah. I didn't say this is a party, an elite party. They are more attracted to the youth. They come and create business, which means nkofo nya adwuma ye. Okay. Then na mbabunu no ehun party no say ehọ na eso omko.
Okay. Say okọ me dem me tabonten me di classroom ti. Ye ikoko aso na yedi onkomo. Di me ka okọ aso onkomo no bi.
That's it.
Nia omo kan say there's more opportunity in the NDC than MPP.
There are more opportunities. NDC, a chain, MPP. How much are you saying?
On say NDC for no. I will be say NDC ni NDC dia.
NDC ni NDC for dia.
And now say will be NDC for no son ma. And until no ma some men na need discuss even say
Anita di so
na nia bre no ntra enti won say adwene say oh mame nko say youth no de say opedo be de ewu enti ba bia oya ne say obenya bibi no na ho na woteteko not the fact say ebipa party no but now the between be the NDC
and they involve.
And then now they are trying to come in free. So they are going there for what they can get. Not the fact that odo NDC no you omo do NDC no and omo ko don NDC. Obi a ne nkwa nyina NDC. Na everything NDC. Omo aba no omo a ompe biedie
to survive.
Enti we ya ekwe no esa yefidie a big trap for NDC. When boys were in the town of phone, a few days, they move on. And then on we saw you buy a baby to your cop. A child 1 year, you get out.
But what it would also mean for the NDC? They said, Ombe has so meet me to talk.
That is it. So meet me are satisfied or more or mobano. And let for the buying this, there's also a trap. That guys, we can't control them. Until MPP be a casa on farm, so a national charm, so a wine. He doesn't care. Because on Nyoka, on a certificate, without you, he can't survive. And the echo anymore. And this will have the same problem. Say, now they begin to talk. We When you the craft and I west. And the son my benino, a yet trabusua, say, and this one the kikea. A bayong koso. Go be a lecturer. Now or can I someone on so oh yeah difficulty. Who dare you? And so what? Omo tro no mo table for no mo school no. I won't care who is you. But yanuma ebi eyi ma die be have no. Afro continue me for me ya e kira de. Untumi. There are there me. Who did him who? It or can asema or can blood send the tia no kano. How me defend it because we because of the worker. Or was I say right? And the echo you know at this time FA oh we never be a third bar side. But you should be careful.
But what is it that the NDC is doing right for all the indicators to
now
be showing towards
they are in power. This year is empowered. The confirm MPDB are there. You know. Do you who?
Yes, but the MPP left power. Almost
they moved before they left power. Nothing on go.
That's why they lost massively.
They moved before they left power. And we know I don't know where research no. They left before.
In
fact, NDC nyadaje from 2022 coming no, I never say you know. That's where NDC take over. But now they will run the economy. You won't count on now say as a yano. Indeed, and you are west. And we need biano, a west. Obosu, and you can be a catcher. That is why policy now, Omokayano, if they could not implement my ya. Share first now, and people lost power. So, push another one. Now, we'll take comments. I need touch social media.
A yekakra,
because the thought said no. And never be a Omoka society and I finished outside just at the gradually, now. Akufo-Addo first and then tackle no ye did that term now it's gradually a drop from a cracker from it's NDC for no can no I didn't see a mamma for your John by no if they could not moment my ya that's a woman of interest for you'll get out because I don't have a permanent job I want to have permanent do a transition what John baby and Abaha. Edhanya, no Judea, they will go back. Or they move to another party. But unfortunately, we can't have third party.
But the MPP setup currently, you have they don't have a national chairman. There's an acting national chairman. But they don't have a national chairman. From general secretary, national organizer, virtually positions Oba regions, the young people are taking charge of party. The then are still a mabuno a free.
I need you. Everybody can free no free ho. Nobody can free ho. At what year? So the year. I didn't say a harabe boame. Menya Jumaye. 3 shift. On a better 3 shift. Mitifia of yours could be Jumaye. Now some Bob Fun Family and son. A joke be a baby and son. Minidi. Minto Tadenche. Minto Jono. Etimi began in 1 month, 3 shift to no. Maurum. Name of better said, if you are now also 1 3 shift. Now, Menya 3 shift now. Maso better some try. It when I have would declare free mood that. And you want trim, a yes woman team. But almost share, near cast or the more. Almost a becker. If able to go through implementation now, some more can ye. And yeah, some will stay. But sir, the only year I hear the I'll go get the first say, the year in charge of Greeks and the move you. I will come here in charge of Greek, because me, many was your man. Ow. So who had a chance to get it? Wana chai. Wo ye minister of agric. Wo so wana chai ko kete. Obu fure be chai hwan. It means that I didn't air caution means I create holes with the bat now.
So whilst the signals are good, as a so
some Juma to maintain them. And yes, sir, a temporal.
Gordon. So 2 years ago, those ones I say, Kofono Koda. After na research na edi ho adanse. E munyina mo say enyam wanwa, which means muhu say the AC no e dey na mana basa.
I go me that say share tea for us. NDC when they buy Jerry John Rawlings. Yeah. Jerry John Rawlings, the baby at the end of this time. He was a complete youth. I have one at NDC MPP, and Jenny Pabako, a group of persons. Virtually, no money I am paying for that. Yes. And naturally, no, not idea be. I will say, and paying for association as against youths. Now, me free time now, Rollins say NDC during this dispensation. Now, who says NDC ye or national executives, Krana chairman, no, yeah, they usually more money fee. No more the youths, no, associations or massy. I am no more bonded. Ye, SNNPP. I usually am paying for one. And that trend continues. And Mekaise 208 Professor Mills when elections, Madame will be Michael or Chade or Goso. So Tiemin or Hank Obedia Dancy, I told him, say, just after Professor Mills' appointment, me who say MPP and careful. Professor Mills' appointment be breaky MPP down. Why? Because Prof. Ebe the our experience, our expertise, and the near fit as minister, no ye Accra youth as deputy. And the one as Obe some of these young persons and Omumwa Peja Abedru this time I be minister. See, Ofian Twata Prof. Freema John Mahama Bayan, also by when 2012 elections, he followed suit. To hear be able to say the current vice president, who we in the UCC, no appointing as Minister of Education, and although be to say Samuel Okuja to Blacqua, Ebeshenasi, Okuja to learned from this woman. And so for Ofuzuka chair, Omoko opposition, whatever, so this a year or bar parliament.
Right, he was Deputy Minister of Information
under John Mahama.
The first.
Yes, Mahama free solo. Me pa just say no any parliament.
No.
And the virtual or but you see something. May analyze it, baby. Why is it that John Mahama won this election or no often as government spokesperson or communication spokesperson? Because on my builder, I'm on some expertise, some experience. And this is what is lacking in MPP. MPP, dear, no, I say a cool Yemfa be meshemu per se. This is said you nipa ni ho. Say be our film and na be atisa. But yes, Anna, one, you don't build confidence in the youths. You don't build trust in the youths because bedu wachia. At the end of the day, the power craba on kan hubi. Ayanko krafo ne mrwafo na. Okay, me kai say John Mahama when we interview because Dr. Kwabena Dufo. Omo bisa no say, oh, adana you hear person come no be appoint you as finance minister and be run finance. No so yanyini. I'm quoting or paraphrasing what he said. Also yanyini, yemu apega, ya ye ba ya be ye bia, ya training ebi monso. Nti maye actually. Na nkura ni me take a seat no. Na omo chia ya tenetene wo. This is in NDC. It is not in MPP. Akrana kraya ma kwa ma won tenase. So sana, then you are draining off the youths towards your side.
But some of us have complained about the MPP structure, where as a suddenly Omoma and Mabunu were taking over. And some of us felt that the direction was not good enough. And you're excited about it. You have a general secretary who is less than 45 years. You have a national organizer who is less than 45 years. Actually, MPP for who I'm ranting and Maba.
I say
the flag bearer is even young, relatively
yes.
a younger person.
Current situation.
Brako me na me ba be si de wa be so and de wa kan so. Look at this the rank between Professor Frimpong Manso.
Frimpong Boateng.
Frimpong Boateng. And the General Secretary of MPP. Clearly you see say Professor Frimpong Boateng holding onto the hardcore beliefs of the MPP say I am paying for and nkra we do omambada benyansa be no. Because he makes that statement.
The comments
he is in the open clearly. Now, as to say, "Oh, you're right," and "I you're right," the MMF free money say, "This is a party. We are youth, no one you're careful. They can never raise you well for you to also mount or climb the stairs up to the highest level." What I personally foresee. And they said the NPP no more rely on the fact that elite class from beginning. Were that kind of as a right or as of rights. Intend to mean free and sada. So we can do whatever we want to do. One, between NPP and NDC leadership, and this NPP for one said a foot was out. I'm telling you, some of us, many women they will never listen to you. Even if you have a very positive and cogent information for them. You don't belong to that class. But you go to these people and they are there. At the end, Beba said, Obichi said, no, may their soul rest in peace. When crash by Papa Ahoy. Who was saying, okay? Was it Rollins catcher and say, oh, making sure so be pochi every
Professor Mills.
Yeah, Professor Mills na catcher. Obe pochi every Nooks president to the NDC. And he did same. And when a man they were all in NPP, let me tell you, from the beginning of Haruna Idrisu, Legon, he was in MPP, but they all defected. Why? Because they said they're not Papeke. In Niase for the Beka say NDC line, MPP line, and yes, I was say you, we are penina. Peninin free, Musa were free, go Krana Sebu, one losing a cry, and you're the mouth. At the time, be a basana, I said the rapper, we should be fair and frank to ourselves. Line Titia, and then line Anthony. Nina, I would do any more. The Adeba Copena Ocope, then I be this one. You call supermarket cranny and cry, yeah. They would the cube is right to me through could be.
No crap.
Absolutely. So that is what happens at NPP said them and Now we about the free SHS a year on the buy. Free SHS is a program. Nanka said to make youth no more onto NPP. But it didn't. And it never did. Now, personal research work I made leading to 2020 elections. I met all MMDCs. One time, don't be sure Santasi Hobebi, leading to the 2020 elections. Me catch almost a mere research work within schools. I'm a lady. And the facts are clear. So I'm not careful now you free SHS beneficiaries in Kwan, but even in 2020, MPP was likely to lose the elections. But that's all kind of
but what would have been the basis? Yama education, which is free. The Adena say ye kotwa bawo Sa ehonwa still MPP enya support.
Thank you. So through interviews and others, no information, factual information, material facts in every emofrana be hono. And ana ya breeding come. Wabe school 2 months. Abe stay on campus. Let's say so your border. Wamakwan ebetena fie more than 2 months. E wo fie 2-3 months. Or extra classes. Otua transportation. Or the kekabumwa. It is even more than senka you're charging the school fees within that space of time. 2. You look at the problem of implementation of the free SHF from onset. It didn't assist or support survival of Nkrani year. Why? There was problem of feeding across the schools. Eduanini bi ebanso enye papa. And this is a fact. Uhuna ko bottle and uhun painful because even yes, what time system no, then you withdraw. I'm afraid be this a be more faculty kwan or more bread and ketenkete na yake ka bomo. But ti kwan e wo schools ni bi de ko rada ne hole chi baby. No ma ko de cocoa and sugar enim. No ma kwa akoto. And no credit agro ni ehu a and so you have punish. So that student no will not love the system. Why is it that my best school mama cocoa sugar in bread and caho? Make up bread and swat on swat, Masakunya amane. The possible. You look at when a school baby and Diane beba into halfway the semester. Now had be at Tukan and Namada schools, as Obenya, Diane, Abran and Kra. In Timofreibi, it was a reported issue, but it was true among some of the schools. They beat midi cocoa, breakfast, lunch, supper. All these now Boswa. And to corner name of Franco Dinkomwa, I'm telling you, make one of the most renowned SHS in Pessimebodian boys school Kumasia. Mkrani be catch them and say, Sanya introduction pa omoye ma say you were even once here. And Kiano in Cheni. Because I was just saying, oh, your man, free education. Very nice. You don't pay fees, whatever. And then the boy who reported that to me said, after from dining hall, who knew 10 cities as of that time leading to 2020 elections in American you? I will almost say, the remaining lessons in your equal common one, was it some more one ladder. So all these things were not something not able. Ebio Rakojo and cry be even up to date. At that form, the boarding systems, infrastructure deficit, as against the major or the core reason for the implementation of free SHS was to increase enrollment in terms of numbers of Nkrano Dodwana Beko. Now Dodwana Beko Sebi, what that Ose Waware and Mammy and Sa, Ubia, Umi and Sa, also done by single room, one bed, and he found a money. So that kind of a NPP consider to increase infrastructure, expand infrastructure first, before considering expanding enrollment. It was also a challenge. This is where Ayana Mituchema Adokofo, Dr. Adokofo, I remember he said that emphatically. So let's consider this thing after a year of ruling the country. But the president then didn't push it. And the Nina Babe Puli and to NPP say, Ase Modoyen, and so nada in the minds of Emofrano. And not leading into nano elections. Nano elections are a better. I told some of your sister media friends and I said, I knew for sure that John Mahama Bekwe, Dr. Bawumia more than votes Nana Nakufu at the train in 2016. I wasn't surprised. It's not a matter of how MPP is taking it. Say, Yankrof one anchor to everybody voted. The next what to way. But this is a genuine concern. Now, I want to say, who make it point be, Bakojo? Say, at now, say, oh, maybe I may NDC, me moja NDC, me MPP, me moja MPP. Did they ever call NDC, monomen, found on the idea? Hey, one day they will come to power. On Baba Befire do mum. Do a mobile and say, yes, saying, yen I will suffer. So there's the need for us to be concerned about whether they are in government or they are in opposition. Terabaya, Omunina be well shaping. A Drus and Yatu Abama or Ababe boy. MPP must seek to integrate very well the youth concerns as against empaying for one. Empaying for no to do baby. Master, so munya selfishness. Pesa mechanic, what you want? Pesa minkuminyane. Pesa menkwa. Udru baby. Unsaid then yan woman. And the appointment na cry de mawa. As a sort of message to the castle baby, I'm a breeder, Medawase. Nanka mamma friendly be. My young people need be mred. A hana ya for MPP because me share the omo modi MPP by no. Okay, Professor Dubois hene, Dr. Kofi Apraku, President Kofo, J.H. Mensamo. Nipa na me ya kura me hu se no odi omachi kurekura mo bag koba. Aya kwabena je Japan. And this is a man MPP should have groomed at this time and kept holding the fort of MPP. But you know, whichever means I'm using settle now. I don't know him anyway. But what how abofra vibrant youth no baby. No do much koba baby no. Hey. Then there's a problem. I don't see why. That could be the manusi. Nana Kufuado's term of a senior minister. And I was Safumafo. No, I got the position. Put him in your rights. Choose that to have stayed behind and then groom the youths. That munina mo power. And the more power. Munti means save be for the rest of your life. And mama franon so mem. This is the hallmark of MPP. So man here, it will be a major problem. Share MPP, MPCD. Bravo. Ebi emerewa for to the extent so kasakra bones and no. They should stay back and let the youth take forth the seats. Na mo fa mo nim de emwa. The man yan going across the country seeking for power here and there. A strength in so. Now only kokra ne mero afo nkwen. Kumase nkwan po kumase metro kwa ka say o call rounds. So usisi nyina be chiashia. Not let alone the Ashanti region and then the entire country.
Right, Yaguso Ayedin Komo Ewofidu Daybreak Jumedi or Fache Television. So we are active on social media, Fache Television on TikTok, Fache Television on YouTube, Fache Television on Instagram, Fache Television on Facebook, Fache Television on your X platform. Ebiano Oni Enin Komo on your multi-TV dial. On your digital platform, Fache Television, and pay Edi Otoka Rentals at Daroma, and the offering Ebro. Edi Otoka Rental Daroma, 178 say what be dress antimante mukumase, na uhia car, Edi ayo round, sir. And the Edi Otoka Rentals in Ninkomo. The cars are insured comprehensively. Say the beya, utim now the namwa. You are sure. Say the beer simple. Who bambody. One afa. The comfort of the vehicles is what I always talk about. The utina ka nimna e de wonamwa. And I who say ote car papa. Car papa e boa menemu a. Who say car na kofom. Ba unti wo yonkum. Edi to car rentals. And anope ye come for one. Airport runabout Kumasi. One ben DVLE. And now children's home. Abri bia obebabe du Kumasi. Now here car. Ebi a okoye business as I say oko sunyane as I say oko Cape Coast when ya bedu Kumasi ne de as I say ma oka papa na unya wa asumdue na edewakọ edewaba edi auto car rentals na anopay wo boa Emayede Ofeng Ebrel. And so for your pickups, just give us a call. We are a stone away from the airport. Na yemra mefao, yemfao nante. Na unso unye nije ewo visit for the bar Santimantem. Whilst you watch and pick the numbers on your screen, for those of you who are listening, 0244 063 391. 0244 063 391. 0266 439327. 0266 439327. ADO to car rentals at Daroma and a day of fame bro. And then for young Twan common so Mammy Missa Koyo say Osha Juma Dr. Mahmoud Baumia before the 2024 election and after the 2024 election. Bridging the gap, Christian community, Muslim community, and they said they're now okwa who say Jennifer also. The survey suggests something else, that MPP is losing track in the Christian community, they are losing grounds in the Muslim community. How so?
Kojo Midase, in fact, the research tells us that I saw some an incremusem, a sum no. Yes,
the other reports that have come suggest and no major.
Major. Kojo, can say apart from free as and digest the whole matter seriously. Who's economics? Because research you're running in 2016, the results will be different. And I'm telling you that if we are to run the same research in 2027 and then probably the results will be different, depending on the performance of this current government.
Okay.
So, this year, the results were mainly due to Nanado's immediate government. So, I didn't hear. If you say, Kojo, that's why I obi any free SHS. But who fear economic wise? Ne papa ho chire no, ne maame ho chire no. Eni bi ba definitely family in this stand can affect the child in the home. The way almost you run a country with the whole financial sector, the economic factors no. And a major factor, and ama youth no. Who's there? What they saw in Nanado's government, they are all moving, tilted. And then again, with the promising a year Mahama Edeba. Who's that? Who in the government, the first 2 years, goodwill. Goodwill. Now, some goodwill, none of us ultimately exploit the year. Like my senior brother was saying, Omaba, it looks like a trap. When to me on sustaining momentum now, the same group was shift. Me one thing I'm assuming in this Fourth Republic is that Ghanaians vote on protest. Ghana for vote now a protest. Obama yesha wonyema woye ofum nyema we face corruption and those one then they shift. You boys are abana ye kwato and yet because probably the opposition is good. But it's because you are in government you are not delivering. 80 let's try. Nanado yenye people had a perception about Nanado. Or call how many times? 3. And now, Yamiadum or Lucy at the time of Lucy or Winnie. Look at not Doomsa Yakum. Mama first Doomsa, then I grew. It affected the country economically badly. At that time, I was about to start a business because of the Doomsa. I couldn't start. I stopped. So, it's in the can't want to start protesting. You got to tear. Any Nanado buy. Despite Nanado's policy of free SHS, Nini Niema Bibrino, who's at 2024 Kurano, easy. They almost lost Parliament. 2020, thank you. 2020. They almost lost Parliament. They got 37 now. And the Buga in Yamanema Kakrabe.
137.
Aha. So, but putting was the first time, Nanka Ocean and now the policies of free SHS are now what you mean rolling and in Yamaka crowd there, but NAPCO was in session, all those. Nanka, Yesusu. But then I don't know why. Eti Kojo MPP Ewe Jumae. Candidate Baumia I was so much work to do. Because me, I didn't know about these two political parties. They say NDC has a solid base than NPP. Oh yes. Okay. For NPP, I'm about to say now. Can also they appeal to the middle class, well-educated elite. But who's almost traffic? They saved easily. They saved easily. And it's a base no year that corner immediately. I was starting somewhere near Mambasa. They think and quickly they shift. NDC it was solid base. When you take the whole country, they don't care about policy. They don't care about tribal. They don't care about anything. They are there. And part in the BI will be, MPP will be, NDC will be. But NDC the is solid compared to MPP. And now MPP base, mostly Ashanti region, part of Eastern. Who was the NDC, MPP winning election now? Probably about 3-4 regions be and they're solid. Under Nanado, look at how he treated Ashanti region. The whole regional minister was called. Onka 4 major projects were in Ashanti region. He couldn't mention. Yeah, yes, sir. We are here. Look, just and no you cannot travel 300 meters on the road without bumping into a pothole. You can't get any first class road in Kumasi. Mama Kumasi, you cross it. Meanwhile, Momo strong base in here. Apart from President Kufuor or these interchanges. She said, I do not understand. Senanado can run a whole 80 years and they don't do any major street in Kumasi. Not at all. How? I can share the quiet runabout. Innocent doesn't run about her. I can motorway. Look at what he did and left. It is a whole running your mind say where you have your strong base. Why employment no armor, basic infrastructure armor. You see haircuts. Generally, the economy, everything was bad for your strong base. What I say? Once you lose that, so I said, anytime NDC wins 30% of Ashanti votes, when the election, they win. Avi, I'm going to give you how many seasons in Ashanti region? 10 or so. 6. Is it 6? Yeah. 7. Initially, but at first, in common traditional Indian Kabel, Aswanse, but New Edibiase was one spot. And not yet crossing from 3 to about 7. It tells you something. But unfortunately, no, Yana Omo Enyintum. And I got you see when we come to the youth aspect now, who boss a lot of the executives being part of the youth generation. The youth generation. How often do you see their what was their performance? You hear from them. Justin Kodia, General Secretary. Akufo-Addo Badru na yantene kasa one crowd. Oh, say na no can say omo de niam no koba omo kwa mpanimfo. Justin is too slow for my liking as a General Secretary. He didn't perform at all. Look, Yenya ka John Wedu. But we could see who John Wedu was acting. Working. He had the balls to express certain things. Justin Kodia was fully controlled. My brother was mentioning Professor Afibon Boati. Usha na Akufo-Addo abainima. Empenifo no kran die na enka omo ye good also maintain omo na okeke omo. Professor Afibon Boati was one. Why was Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP still insisting Professor Michael Kwe be speaker? Administrate now or by this student. Why? And whilst you were in government and you had slight majority to even take the speaker, it was given to NDC. Or MPP Niamano, that's why I'm saying that Dr. Bawumia has a lot of work to do. He needs to communicate differently to the youth, sir. He's on their side. How would he do that? Mr. Uzuansan? Yeah. How would Dr. Bawumia drive the youth force?
May your project be, I hope to finish by July ending. And I would communicate to NDC fiber of a bar. And about me. If they want, me means to be also. The tea will be on my hand. Your pen, make an A. Same as you project. Fiber is me, you your pen home. Or on frame. No movie. In fact, where you cry, another movie. A whole lot of package may be a oha. Or money or be a crowding mahal. And we are presenting to you who we are going to the city.
And that's
So you for no. Then all we. And that's it.
And as a brabo aye boy, the obedi the obeshe.
And to appeal to them, and that's it. And I will say, MP and this is an opportunity at this time. And at this time, no, as I a big trap. On the one part, three shift no. On see ya. On pa, three shift no. Kwame twayo. Omonia bre e pete shift no ye. On pa, omonia see ya. Omonia see ya. Say research we no next year. In the following year. I'll be best. Say abanye mo kan so be ye no. Na ye use some of them o kan ti aye no. Say nya no kore. One is fuel. One is fuel. Now social media you play back from here to Ukraine 7,000 kilometers into and fire bomb bia to ha and you have to put room. Now
no credit is a bomb bia
to ha and the bomb to ha. And the bomb to ha. Now the fuel cost. Now obia that time who say oh no fee say ba me amoboa. So we no time throw. Okay, so the fuel no way. Nti ene obi a kan no fuel ka ho na dollar ba form ye helu omo hard hold it then amara twemu no emrante nyina so edi ahwe enti the slip away on be dia di o on ma so betra ho o pa di na die o ma na de odidi anu aka onya de di o be ka wanya dia Basako. And when a temporal basis, there are things party being no. Youth no, you know, manantino. Opportunities. Bill some do not find them a so. Obi see you when Timia one person come. One person come say. I see you shall corner ho and I will enjoy. On Mompo, our party no. Now all pressure or MP for so and name minister for so, but almost enjoy pie is you for. Look at their pay. Look at their pay. We're going to make us natural. In my book, you I mean, yeah, papa.
I don't know what buffalo ya.
You see, Bawon Sam, Kakawanyano. Boys, na was na yo for no. Do you remember here, Scabby? 100 cities, 1,000 cities, opportunity way, Asa. No more ye do what she. Among here, Scabby. Aye, one moment yet, Tina more, do you know me or no, George Boom? No one can hear. Monje, we uncle, no more do it. Yes, sir. But what one no na someone some party members no one do it no. What do you think? In the end, this is one of my hundreds is a whole. Walk up. And the Oma on some party and CCA, and this do the same thing. You do the same thing. Who from Monfa? And boys in from Monfa. Those that be boys and your bread, Omcas, Monfa. But times I town there, a gem kura no afraid do it. Offer one offer. Now, friend, we say, but they know your position from offer. Sir, wrong one day. And they ain't chop. Omo bini, ade obetena e wo mum bia ni na mo yes mo ye dia ya this year twemo obi
Gordon kwan bɛn na ɛsɛ sɛ NDC fa so maintain na how would the MPP attract the youth ADO to current house adaroma and the do offend ebro kwan bɛn na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia position ne ho kwan bɛn na new leadership na eba no send necessary
okay akɔje me da se me free say both parties na MPP and NDC no baako ya ade na twe youth ne by the side the other side na zo osua na ode kakra ka ho da bia me ka se teacher ni a me free so ye teacher ni papa no ene de ni mistakes a we students ye no wa correct na ode aka ne strength a no ye student no na eboa no or the bomb the man student wa produce the best student even above himself me free say Dr. Bawumia and Dr. Bawumia the flag bearer should position himself as against the previous flag bearership no now the Lucy 2024 elections especially in respect of the communication side or base. Because I believe NPP as a party had a national communication officer who was not Obitesa Miracles Abuaji. But throughout Dr. Bawumia's campaign leading to 2024 elections, the face of the communication was Miracles Abuaji.
Yeah, because he was the spokesperson.
To the flag bearer, but not the communications officer of the party. Two distinct things. And no maybe a elite ni bika yeti an American. You can't, you know. And yes, wa meji the two no krampo. Wa ma the answer says I will honor better the answer will honor.
So you know so nyajuma. Nyajuma de obeje ujuma ye.
Ajuma no
Richard Afia.
Ajuma no Ajuma no but the woman say you push the person to work. Because the flag bearer now, I believe you become the pivots, the fulcrum, around which you direct, you become the director of the party. So when then you may be mistaken. Ebio, adia ba akwa abuana na Akufo-Addo so kakra de when 2016 elections. Was about language, when to use language, when to speak a particular language, and where to speak it. They said, yeah, ultimately, me flag bearer, what baha kejeti ya habishia ye. Among was a boys yeshia. Man say you boys. Now by I wanna become brofo. We will not mind you. What the tree no kura want ya te kakra out in a neyanka. Nana Akufo the first 2 times we lose you. Excuse me, I'm humbled. Or chin neighbor. As one teaching. Kumasi an uncle for the country. O package it yana become brof. Okay, neighbor. Baby. And don't say, oh, who is an uncle for coaching across that country? Then the tree no crown sign. Because Nana Akufo the country, not John Mahama country. As a sub you, John Mahama, your can neighbor. As an the main party and say they should integrate all the major languages. So now Brofo Kakrebi Abekano take us and find somebody in the party or be communicating very much in that language to the people. My main cast in the once I can different your languages need to differ. Asante tree, Fanti tree, Bono tree, let me tell you, Akrapu tree. So go by bit is a typical bono. I can't bono language, typical bono. Now, what cancer and dear Asante tree in America. Abra, oka bono nanke be favor or more no, ama acceptance na higher. You may be losing in some way, some percentage. Although they all can what you say, a Yakan language.
But
their dialect. Speak to it. Adiaba Kwam Dr. Baumia embrace very well a bit me actually youth nibi abane side and nipa nibi abane side. The use of language, the correct time to speak a particular language to the people. What could be to say domain crew? No, I could now now Cambrof. Kwa man former MP omutu ne nanu. Ada na won hwe man no mani bi wo ho a won ne nkrofo enka bono no se de city ya. Wakoba bi te se fante. Asese wutimi ehunu saa na woton. Ebio Rakojo de me free se NDC nso betimi aye a maintain saa numbers. And say frankly speaking, some of the major promises that John Mahama, the president, made at Tonkrofo team, he said they are not rapping in Ekano. For example, a Jumapa program. A Jumapa program is aimed at facilitating and creating and tracking and mentoring at least 10,000 youths. And the me person me demensaye ebia eche ana hwan na ode me yewie na me kosua wie na menya ho akade de bie nesa wakume nipa na kam. So they should maintain that 24-hour economy. Almost promise almost nancing some few weeks ago no almost say omo launching obi ahwe ano de akra ye nwo no kra mpo hwe anim. Yanya yawe and nkan am fra ye nwo mo no omo hwe anim say ebeba, including the ruling party and then the opposition party and Crawford. Say, three shifts na 24-hour economy day ban. At least meaning say anopen kamen na kakra because me sorry akwaduma 2 o'clock.
No, but it was exciting.
Yes.
Because me kaisa na mami ye juma wo Guinness. The fan of pa elif wo de omo ko. Ewia na ye de omo ba. Na omo aye de omo ko ewia so wo ho. Anwumre na in fact, Kumasi Rivoli na ye yisini ewia. Ti ye pese ye kohwe ewia de 12 na ye ko Rex Mini ewia na ye kohwe club ya na ebi ko mo de anadwi at a point na Keravi na ewia de nso wo ho amanfo eko. Nti every time business was booming. Yes. Omo na ewo timber industry fa bi num no mo kwa adwuma no pa ebi kwa awia ebi kwa nwura nti obi kọ no no obi so ba nti no kra ne say so omo be ya ka kuri enye bad kra
sure and no is not a matter that they can brag. It's not a matter of even helping maintain them on the seat, but a be boost the economy a be mo obi ahwan han ne kakra. Me free say enye adwuma ne say wako school na botai na wo ne nam na wo koba. And they say people have freedom of movement in a manner say oh tones ya when say had ye nipa twam time bia in the zone crash or the back be 5 nation and he kra so because a better also business no you get something out of that and nyina bet me free 24-hour economy no afei omo promise of national apprenticeship program omo de free technical vocational education by in addition to free SHS and Anakufu the buyer is also helping. You see, so mutimi year, then it can also help them. Then the last one, 1 million.
Mami announce phone line whilst you talk about the last one. Busianfo amoaje bre na mo hwe Edio to car rentals adaroma near the offense ebrel. Also betimi afra no pay na watch radio. The numbers are on the screen, but if you are listening, 020-633-4646, 020-633-4747. Ubetimi afra na oni edin komo godin.
Yeah, the last one I brought for you, that can once here. 1 million coders program. Our mobile or anticipate some training every year. About 1 million youths, Ghanaians are mobile decoding and coding, software development, and digital marketing. This is what is running the world today. So mutimiaye na UT bebre ya train omo in this up to this number 1 million per year for 4 years. You can anticipate the base build for your party within 4 years, if indeed they're able to do it. Now, the amount also any promises in it comes with money. Ebesi obiso. Ebiane koko sikaya pay 2 weeks or so ago. Yasi yetria. And so and for complaints in PI. Yetria ampa. Because see one.
Yentria, ano pay nkomo mu di ni chesi yentria. Hello, good morning. Bajo, down where the yentio.
And someone to a machine home. Home by a truck. One no, any more. The cuckoo, but I could go. At Yam. Up down. Yana, ya papa. Yes, revenue. Woman, you could and for my head.
Yes, that's it. And okay. Hello. Hello. Okay, but you'll beat me at your house.
Okay. The dynamic can say, how the digital world is moving in terms of the marketing space in that. So I buy na shabowe. Now with me this so. Na year bia with me produce.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Hello, Kojo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Jankuba.
Jankuba, yentio.
Kojo, mame mo no abejo afo abaso na mentia asantema ku ka odeno kokuya piana. Na ma wusu bempa na ma oku na lawyer kinsi bon security. Eno ma kansempa na Kojo idru ebi agana nsem ha. Ni mentia se. Yenti kremu na Ranja Bini, na Bekase, almost sika is 1.5 million Ghana cedis. The Comaco for buy a cocoa for better than a yen sank. And this has some number kind of near crocodile drum on the bed that I had not to say. Mementia you, so would you go on Yatiswa? Why will be any problem? Yes, it's a kind of matter. Won't see my system, and now I want you to move. Would you say I drink set at the HSA? More group go as a note of Brian talk, Cashew and talk, PPR in the mo. What you say? It's a Bruna, your brother, your piano, and by what to the school for your more friendly dinner school. It's an echo club brew free China and a debray more friend. It's a brew 40 cities. One never told you how robber. I with them. What the move for Chicanamara and one will be pneumonia. We are by Ubiani. Whatever once the crowd will be any problem. Cook any problem. But one for the amount of one for Chicanamara, so I can't have Bosun and I Bosumin and 9 me and Sani Adini and somehow.
Medas Anope. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Nanama Ejapoma says greetings to Bra Kojo and Bra Gordon. The MPP gave the youth many opportunities during their term. Nana Kwesiewua was the CEO of PMMC. Good morning.
Good morning.
Open down where did you you?
You're from John Aquam, Catasri. I'm just out. Pancho. Mumma Bana Santife Kona. Can only the friend by a grapon chilling. You have an office can embrace. No more Abamon Penny for Bena, Bosuna for Yentianka. A carico, there's a 4 months in me. Me and Jaka, a better no knew what me and a bidia I could go. I did a bidia Brenma. The Mumma Abana Santife Cocono, the friend on Jaka.
That's Anope. And Nanama says many of the MPP youth were on board contributing to national development. Please let us not portray a narrative that if the youth wants to be rich fast, the NDC is the right choice. Good morning. All right. Teacher Constitution says MPP celebrates Ghanaians getting free education, NHIS school feeding program, youth employment. Well, no wonder all NDC strongholds are poor in terms of development in Ghana. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Openi, yenti.
Pachobo ko madam. Ana ko mi sha cham ana mo ke fu ni no. Ne ajma no bo.
That's Anopei. Masaud Kumasi Bantama says the NDC have proven at all times that they can never be trusted when it comes to issues of national interest. The party na yes a call for no untie na media no ho nkomo na baby ane na mo ano no. Yeguso a yedi nkomo Anopei Fache television so Daybreak Jumedie na yede ebro. In all of that discussion, the share report my worry has to do with the religious bit. Because Dr. Baumia enters the churches and they give us an impression that they are accommodating him.
That is the word. No.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
I'm very chairman here at Mojumadin.
Pacho Yitio.
I want to say, Coco, Jumaya Mokin, Saku, Samuel Mokin. I me no say last week na me free Divoire buy. Like they are not even buying it at all. Yen to ankasa, yen to. What a man can say or they talk. Inti nyame to make am go phone go ha me kase. I'm not carry. And something ska. But enya abine for yen na se be di do ya kwajo ya kusku. Abine for e kan bi na sa won ti ase a ogugula ogu. Koko price am gas ya te so what is so kora o de fa dia kare e ni sheka. No. Yes, and I buy no a decided open. Or by 8 months for any say, you will say, Yatiso, and yon Tiso, I didn't. I am an on Yatiso, be as soon as I would do or peso or de or boca. It came to me people who once and got on a man on 50 pesos. All this I buy. That's not buying no intimate. The intimate I buy them from minus can and Chamaco who for Debbie. The identity deal on a yes, yet. And as you got some more. They can know they are not buying it. Yen talk, then yen talk. This is obey them. Offers can know for now. Auntie at of late men design and let Akoban sa. I say in a young doctor may herself. She can have a back. But a process. Not that your family will not be a penis and will go in your. Ya carry up one can see. But any panic or tongue and daddy and obeying the offers can know any other.
All right. That's Anopei and Richard Amponsan says this is organic show. Abusafo, yes, sorry to see my back na dintiemu. Mami shall see through, so God.
Rakajo, Mami just straight on the say. Year 2000, their own wedding visa.
26.
26.
Just when you're 26.
And the Rollins a cry time, dear what? President Kofor time, their own wedding visa 26. Or Shen and Nim. Any leaders na the Debemano or Nebebuano, the Dutch. In the and PNDC buy it, and our Rollins buy it, and I'm talking about MPP. They should be focused on what they want to do and what they want to do for they have on the table for the youth. And no more share. But when past history, no more there, but they know nothing. Even Rollins time from him, I said, I call Nechi. Into currently moving forward now. What has Dr. Baumia and the NPP have on the table for the youth is what should be of concern to the NPP.
All right. Those answer.
Media no dear, Mesra Sofon. We just beat no. Asofo na gange. I'm telling you. A scheme. Asofo be aye. And na ma we just beat no. I say. My neighbor could share Ezra FM, yes, Ezra FM, the TV. Before about one. Now, you can't say, I'm sorry. So folk cannot be there. Puppet to say, tomorrow we and not tomorrow we. The puppet is for preaching. You know, someone can tell me. Or not a spiritual leader of the church. It will tell me shape a sort of man where to vote for, where I move too far. Now they were talking about LGBTQ. And the woman sign into a catcher man as I won't talk her to go on sign LGBTQ. So, and is a so for now, yes, sir. What sort of no, crown? Lie with them. What we are, the best Simono, as so for stay away from politics. No, your politics, man, as sort of man decided for their own. Men, your puppet and preachy politics. Niema, a sorry, some bemuno, and one. As so for be what you say, or the puppet, no. So, prophet do. Obi de ba enye, obi de ba de. Obi a come amem yen crucify no. Unu side nti. Obi a come amem oh wore de yen be mu ano na osan rise. So for. Ow.
Okay. So that's the religious bit. Kojo Nafi.
Yeah, Kojo, going forward, no, what I think is between the two parties, your best standing chance in future, I would do good youth policies. Okay, youth need employment. They want better life. They want to see something ahead of their future. It is the wow policy best sound well in their ears. You win them. As far as the religious aspect is concerned, fine. So for the bit, but Ghana, we've grown beyond certain days, and yet they suffer become a puppet. So, and most people they be especially the ones that most of them are now educated. They want economic growth. In this way, suffer now you want to say, who's there? I mean, when you go, man, many sure say, oh dear, November. So I believe, say, the youth policy is very clear. But we have won the 2016 election for President Akufo-Addo.
Absolutely.
Yes. You are the one. The lectures and the kind of
the style
a year of
communication.
It's unfortunate it's there. Omar cannot have a different agenda. And nobody may implement something else. But if he can come out, now being the flag bearer, come out with good policies where the future can adopt.